experience. For avid collectors, first-time buyers, and enthusiasts of all ages, there's something for everyone. Become a bidder and get ready to bring home your dream car. Registration and tickets are available at Mecum.com. That's Mecum.com.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 407-213-0000. 407-213-0000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Sunnyside Electric.
Hello, I need a new electrical outlet.
We are learning about pickleball today.
Okay.
Isn't that a funny name?
What about my electrical?
Pickleball.
I should have called Frank Gay.
Oh, it's like miniature tennis.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need electrical work in your home, you need a trustworthy electrician who can clearly explain how to solve any dilemma. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Are you looking for quality fencing material but not sure where to start? Fence Outlet has everything from wood to aluminum, vinyl, and chain link. They even have fence-in-a-box starter packages that contain everything for the average backyard. Consult with a knowledgeable Fence Outlet representative and they'll help you get started today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
Are you worried about long-term injuries after an accident? I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Before you settle, know your rights and know your options. Visit justcallmo.com. Let's make sure you're covered. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
To everyone who believes a good meal can always be made even better, come try our new chicken sandwiches at Culver's.
We've taken our classic chicken sandwich and brought it to the next level. I'm talking bigger, juicier chicken with crispier, crunchier breading. And it's all served on a buttery brioche bun and topped with crisp dill pickles, creamy mayo, and fresh lettuce and tomato. Even better, you can make any sandwich your own with a few extra toppings. Throw on some real Wisconsin cheddar cheese, add thick-cut bacon, or both. We'll make it fresh just for you, just the way you like it. Whether you go for crispy, spicy crispy, or grilled chicken, you're sure to enjoy your first bite and every bite after that. So are you ready to try our tasty take on a tried and true classic? We've got a table waiting with your name on it. From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Hey fellas, Russ Rollins here. Man, I feel so much better now that I got my testosterone all under control thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Listen, if you have, low T, you can start for free now with Red Mountain Weight Loss. For a limited time, they're going to waive the startup fee. How cool is that? Listen, you'll gain muscle, lose fat, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Guys, real testosterone is available only by prescription, so go to Red Mountain Weight Loss to get yours. If you feel sluggish, if you lose focus all the time, if you have trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. Truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. That's terrible. Listen, they can help you with that. Increase your testosterone, have more energy, build muscle mass, and you're going to sleep a whole lot better. It improves your mental focus, also improve your sex drive. That's a game changer. It really is. Save $200 for a limited time and start your testosterone therapy with no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or hit pound 250 from your cell phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY, P-A-Y, PAY. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Your 4 o'clock keyword is paid, P-A-Y. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Pay, guys. That'll do it. That is your 4 o'clock keyword. Good luck. I'm Jim. There's Jack. I'm Deb. I'm sorry.
Hello.
It's so funny. I'm looking at you, and then I got Jack's picture right here.
Got Jack on the brain, do you?
Yeah. Jack is here as well.
Hi there.
Jack, I love this new music, dude.
Thank you.
Good job, bub.
Yeah, what's going on with all the disco stuff?
I like it, a little funky.
I found new music. I spent Saturday sifting through the copyright-free music we're allowed to use.
There you go. There you go.
Grabbed a dozen new songs.
By the way, if you lost your YouTube feed, log back on. We had a bit of an internet outage.
We're back.
We power the internet here with D batteries.
Yeah. Beats the old mice.
So they were just changing them out during the break. So we talked a little bit about this on Thursday during the live broadcast. We're going to be starting a video game segment. There is one of the interns here in the building.
Not an intern. He works here.
I mean, I say promo guys. I apologize. All the interns used to be in promo back in the day.
Jay, you got to understand, to everyone is beneath Jim, so he looks around at like the,
That's a very good thing to learn right up front.
Yeah.
I am with Jack on that one.
I'm basically an intern. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine, buddy. You guys give it up for Jaden. What do you say?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, he says. What's going on, buddy?
Nothing much, man.
You can check out Jay right now on our feed, JimColbertLive.com, right in the YouTube. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know that you've been, you have a connection to the radio business. We won't say what that is.
I'll say it for you. So my pops is over across the hall over at XL. He's been here for a while. So I'm kind of just following the footsteps a little bit.
Yeah, I love that, man. You know, it's weird, though, because a lot of people, I have 4 kids, none of them, they barely even know where the station is. It's like they don't even care. Just give me the check. That's all they care about. Just give me the check, and I'll be fine.
Well, the check ain't really there right now. It's going to take a long time for that one.
But what I'm saying is like these guys don't really care about my career. They never really have. We never really pushed it on them or anything either, but they never really even thought about this as a business.
They never pushed it on me either, and then I graduated high school and dropped out of college because it's not for me, and I was like, all right, radio. My dad dropped out. I can do this.
And parents love hearing that.
Your mom right now is on her second glass of wine. Where did we go wrong?
Oh, I told her what time I'm on. I'm hoping she's listening.
Yeah. It's that 4th glass of wine that makes her not listen. So, how old are you real quick?
I'm 20.
20 years old, all right? So how long have you been gaming? How long has it been part of your life?
Dude, like since I was like 4.
Since you were 4 years old, legit.
Yeah, swear, promise.
What platforms?
I grew up on Xbox my whole life, and
so
now
Xbox
I'm
is your
everywhere.
thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm also an Xbox guy.
Xbox stand up.
Okay,
Come on.
now.
Well,
yeah, okay.
Jim, let's just say Jim has an Xbox.
Oh, he has an Xbox.
He's not playing it, but it's there.
I'm an Xbox guy.
How many times have you played it?
I can put it right in the box right now and take it back.
Seriously.
He's played it once.
I literally can put it in the box and take it back right now. No warranty issues whatsoever.
Yeah, it's like new.
It is like new. He's
What games have you played?
Okay, so I tried to play. What was that first one I tried to play that Code Black told me to play? And then it's just
DayZ.
Oh, that's too hard for you. Way too hard.
Thank you.
It was just. They were laughing at me. So my friends are horrible human beings, by the way.
Yes.
Like all great friends are. Horrible human beings. And they said, let's play DayZ. I'm like, sounds good. I don't know. Just show me where the fire button is, and I'll just shoot and spin in circles.
Yeah.
And the worst they could do is last a few. So they were on the headphones, and they dropped me into this world, and I'm just getting sniped immediately. As soon as my feet hit the ground, I see my brains fly out of my nose, and I'm getting sniped, and they're laughing their asses off because they're the ones killing me. They did it on purpose just so they could shoot me over and over and over again. So I was like, man, I'm not doing that. Then what was suggested?
Then we played Diablo.
One game of Diablo where Jack and Ross and Jimmy rode their imaginary horses.
They weren't imaginary. We were on
my digital steed.
Real digital horses.
My digital steed.
That should be your gamer tag.
That's a great gamer tag.
It's not.
Digital
Don't get started.
And we had a good time, right?
We did have a good time.
That was fun.
The problem is I've had a very difficult time allotting time to play video games because I have many other interests that would take up my time. I like to play poker. I like to read. So when I am playing video games, I feel like I'm shorting myself on other parts of my life. And I'm going to break through. I'm going to break through that. And you're part of help.
I'm going to help you.
You're part of this help.
I'm going to help you.
All right. So you are an Xbox guy, and I have the Game Pass. You should be very proud of me.
I am super proud of you for that. I did not expect that.
And for those who don't know, Game Pass is what?
There's a bunch of free games. There's like 300 free games on there.
It's a subscription. You got to pay for it. So you're about $20 a month, but then you have access to over 100 games that you can download and play. As long as you are a Game Pass member, as long as you're paying that subscription, you have access to hundreds of games. You download them and then you play them. But you only have limited amount of space on your hard drive, so you got to be careful what you download. You don't download everything.
But I can delete stuff to make more room, right? Like I'm going to delete that DayZ thing.
Bravo.
I don't need that anymore. That can go.
Bravo, great move.
So I'm thinking about so Jack and Ross are both gamers. What are you playing right now?
Right
Kitty
now,
in the City?
No. I did.
He did play Kitty in the City.
I did have a little break. I took a 2-week break in between games, and I played Little Kitty, Big City.
That's what I'm talking. I played it because of you, and I loved it. I'm not gonna lie.
See?
And it's just a cat walking around New York or something, right? That's all it is.
There was no stress. I didn't have to worry about fighting anybody.
Just an exploration game almost.
Yeah,
pretty much.
A little bit. And
Really?
You get to solve puzzles. Sometimes that's what you want.
I like
to.
that.
And now I'm playing Expedition 33, which is another kind of futuristic open world kind of kill 'em.
Okay, there you go.
Fighting robots.
I like the puzzle thing is very intriguing to me. I don't mind that.
Really, you like puzzle games?
I'd love them.
You probably love Lego games.
Lego games.
Yeah, Lego games are just a bunch of puzzles, really, and just beating up random things.
Really?
Yeah, you might love that.
Really?
I'll keep that in mind.
Do you remember? Oh God, this is. You're not going to remember this. You remember a game? Well, I said you're not going to remember this. Then I said you're going to remember. There was a game called Myst back in the day. Are you familiar with that?
You lost me.
Okay, imagine this is like CD driven. This is way back in the day, dude.
Yeah, I remember Myst.
And imagine like a what are those rooms you go into and try to get out?
Escape rooms?
It's kind of like an escape room as a video game. So you walk into a room, you're looking for clues so you can move on to the next stage of the game, and you have to complete that. That's I loved playing that because it was kind of a thinking game, and I liked that.
So it's almost like the board game Clue, but video game?
Yeah, it is. It was, I'm sure there's something similar to that these days.
It sounds fun, except my brain can't compute sometimes. So puzzle games usually aren't for me.
So you're a shooter guy.
I'm a shooter, story-driven game. Yeah,
Okay,
something I can just simply understand.
What do you like to play right now?
Right now, I'm playing Pokemon Fire Red. That's my #1 game right now. I illegally downloaded it too. I didn't pay for it, but
these microphones work, right?
It's fine. It's fine.
That's not a good way to start the segment, dude. Getting arrested out in front of the building.
Yeah, I don't think they'll come for me over Pokemon.
Yeah. They probably will. It's a gigantic franchise, and you're stealing from it. But that's fine. I like that part of you.
Yeah, I'm a little rebel.
A little criminal there. So what would you have me start off with? I know that what we're going to do here is every week or every other week you're going to come in. You're going to give me a game. I'm going to play it. I'll give you my review of it, and then you'll tell me what I'm supposed. And then we'll talk about what's happening in the gaming world. Like right now, what's out there right now?
I still think you should make him play Little Kitty in the Big City.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
So what's hot right now? What is everybody playing right now?
Right now, today, NCAA 26 just came out. If you pre-ordered it 3 days early, you had to get the digital deluxe edition, but you get it 3 days early, which I did last night. So the second I leave here, I will be getting on NCAA 26.
Okay, now time out. Did you understand everything he just said?
That's college basketball game, right?
College football.
College football.
You were close.
Yeah. And the digital download and the pre-order and all that?
Yeah, got all that. So you order it in advance, right? Then the day it comes out, you get it first.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting it 3 days early, essentially.
Very nice.
And it's 10% off right now on the Xbox store, so it's not $100, it's $89.
Damn, really?
Yeah, look at that.
Now, it's crazy. That's not a game you can beat, right? You just play it. And can you play against the computer?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I usually do, actually. I play against a computer for hours. I had 15 days played on NCAA 25. But this year, me and my brother, we're doing an online dynasty. Do you know what crossplay means?
I do not.
So it's when you can play with people that are on PlayStation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I'm playing on Xbox. He's playing on PlayStation. We're doing an online dynasty. We're going to start off with some horrible college team and make them like Alabama.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great time. You should really try it. Yeah.
So you have to draft players the whole 9 yards on a draft. I mean, how do you get the players? Is it the same roster the team has?
Yeah, exact same rosters. Well, nowadays they have their names. They get paid. Back in the day, they don't do that. That's why the game went out.
That's why the game, stopped because of those licensing issues.
Yeah, so now all the players are in there. You get paid. It's a pretty solid deal for the players. It's some of the most money they'll ever see in their lives if they don't make it to the league. You know what I mean?
Really?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's a good ad rev. But then, you start the dynasties. You basically just build up. You scout. You suck in the first half, but then you're Alabama in the second half.
Really?
And, dude, you're just scooting through life. It's great. Become the best college football player or college football coach ever.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing to do on any game.
It doesn't it have a lot of commands? Don't you have to have a lot of dexterity to play those games well with the controller? Because the controller already is overwhelming to me. It's like a scientific calculator for video games. Like I can barely. There's too many things to touch and squeeze and pull.
This game might not be for you. You might be good at squeezing and pulling though. You never know.
I hear somebody laughing over there.
He probably is. However, but that is why he needs a starter game, because he's right. For me, I used to love playing the Madden games, and then they got so complex, there was a learning curve. You needed to invest time if you were going to be competitive, because I didn't like playing against a computer. You get mad, you turn it off. When you're playing against someone else directly, that made it more fun for me because it was direct competition with people. But the learning curve was so great, you needed to invest time to practice. So for Jim, I think where you might find some success, a game that's a little easier to get into, to get his feet wet.
Yeah, because here's the thing. What I really need is I need something that will hone my skills on the controller. That's what I need, to learn something where I can learn how to kind of separate right and left and all my fingers doing different things. I'm sure that takes quite a while to learn, right?
Not really. I mean, a little bit.
You should roll with me on that.
Okay, I'm going to roll with you on that. It takes a very long time to learn. You have to master it,
Much better.
I like the look he was looking at you with, like, oh, Pookie.
Oh, you poor thing.
So cute.
This kid is good.
Does your dad play?
Yeah, he does.
Is he good?
He's okay.
Yeah.
I haven't played against him in football, but Red Dead Redemption, that's his game.
So that's what Jack and Ross played. And see, I think I would kind of dig Red Dead because, again, it's not like what's the goal of Red Dead?
Baby steps.
I know.
That's too hard?
I was going to have you play it this week. He told me not to. He told me he's not ready. So I said, okay.
He's not ready.
All right, so
you got to go back to Little Kitty, Big City.
All right, a couple of things here for the audience as well. His name is Jaden. We need a name for him on the show and for the segment. So if you guys want to fire it up at 77031, we'll take some suggestions as well. What game do you suggest that I play that we review when you come back in a couple of weeks?
Big City, Little Kitty, baby.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. I got onto it because of Jack, and now you're going to get onto it because of me. And it doesn't hold your hand at first. I was a little confused to begin with. It took me a second to figure out where I was going.
Right, okay.
But once you get the hang of it, you'll get the hang of it. I think it's a really good starter game. I really do.
A lot of controller work in this one?
A lot of controller work in this one.
Okay,
a
good.
lot.
So you're going to get a good workout, Jimmy.
Can I knock stuff off counters?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah.
That's the first mission I did, actually.
Just knock stuff off counters?
Yeah.
Can I smack the pet dog and maybe scratch a baby in the eye?
I haven't got that far.
No, you can trip people, and they drop their phone, and then they get pissed at you.
Oh, yeah.
And they kicked my soccer ball, and you don't understand how mad I was getting at this soccer ball. You know exactly what I'm talking about, do you? Yeah. Dude, it was so annoying. I wanted to slam my remote.
Oh, what did you see? It's fun.
It's a good time. It really is. I promise.
This was a terrible idea.
It's going to be a great idea.
This was a terrible idea.
By the way, we want video of you playing.
Face cam.
Kitty, Big City.
I can do that. That's fine.
Yeah. I want to hear him cussing out a digital cat.
Listen, I was going to have you play a Patrick Star game, so I think this is a lot better because I play both.
Patrick Star from SpongeBob?
Absolutely.
I'm down for that.
Are you really?
I like.
Then maybe that's next week. We'll find out.
Okay, so we'll do Little City or Little Kitty, Big City.
There you go.
So that's what I have to download and play.
Yep, it's 1.8 gigs. It'll take 2 seconds.
Okay, 2 seconds to download it. We'll play it a little bit, and then we'll move forward, kind of come back next week. More news next week. Another suggestion, or not next week, but in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And great job. You guys give it up for Jade.
Yay!
Hey, woohoo!
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
We'll get some names and information for you soon, though.
Oh, do your best.
You're the man. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Pay is your 4 o'clock keyword. That's P-A-Y. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in 1 sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
There's a crash getting cleared up, blocking the ramp from the Greenway northbound to Florida's Turnpike, exit 12 there. All lanes are blocked on Champions Gate Boulevard at I-4. I believe the ramps are being affected in that area as well. Afternoon showers are going to be affecting the conditions on most of the major roadways, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Takis Fuego meal. Wendy's new Takis Fuego meal is here with a Takis Fuego chicken sandwich and small Fuego fries inspired by Takis Fuego chips with a 1-ounce Takis Fuego bag and a drink. Grab yours today. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's while supplies last. Takis and Fuego are used under license.
Are you tired of blurry vision and the hassle of glasses? The Filotowski Eye Institute has been earning Central Florida's trust for over 35 years with more than 65,000 LASIK procedures performed. And I know firsthand, my son was one of those people. Right now, schedule your free LASIK exam and get $500 off each eye. That's $1,000 in savings if you elect a procedure. This offer's for a limited time. Call 800-EYE-EXAM to get started. That's 800-EYE-EXAM. The Filotowski Eye Institute. Trusted, local, life-changing.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th, streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Hey there, my sink is leaking water. I need help right now.
We're having a company-wide staring contest. Do you want to play?
But what about my sink?
Okay, me versus you.
No.
Ready, go.
No, I'm not playing. And you know what? I should have called Frank Gay.
Oh, I almost blinked.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When it comes to plumbing problems, you want a helpful operator to guide you and an honest and reliable plumber to provide customized solutions for your home.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with factory direct hurricane impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Sealand here, and at Reese they've been installing affordable, high-quality impact windows for over 50 years. And most impact windows are installed in less than 8 weeks, and now you can win them for free. Just text the word WOW to 20129 for your chance to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors. That's WOW to 20129.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are 2 very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today, 407-213-0000, 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Greenway Kia is under new management. With 3 great locations across Central Florida and one of the area's largest selections, we want to see you in a Kia. Upgrade your summer adventure in a brand new 2025 Kia Sportage EX. Lease it for just $149 per month for 24 months with $39.95 due at signing and 0 security deposit. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Kia. Visit greenwaykias.com today.
Qualified applicants through KFA. Includes $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax title license, $899 dealer, and $249.50 doc fee. Expires 7/15/25.
Show off your new smile with Solid Bite. The dentists at Solid Bite use the latest techniques and technology to give you the smile you've always dreamed of. Call Solid Bite in Melbourne now for an exclusive radio offer at 321-259-8000. Solid Bite, life-changing dentistry.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Delta helps you see the world. The Delta experience leaves you ready to take it on. Delta's dedicated crew is there to anticipate your every need, and the app puts you in total control at every step of your travel journey. Stay connected to what matters most with fast, free Delta Sync Wi-Fi. So flight time feels more like me time. With exclusive partnerships and SkyMiles rewards, every part of the Delta experience is designed to make the journey part of the joy of travel.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like iHeart Comedy. Clips from today's top comedians.
I didn't learn about countries in school. I learned about Tennessee. I learned about the states that touched us in case they attacked.
And the greatest of all time.
So don't even tell me how to get to Sesame Street. Who would want to live in a neighborhood like that? 6-foot pigeons walking around?
Try something different. iHeart Comedy.
Women are gatherers. We like to gather information about you, and then we hunt you.
Open the app and make iHeart Comedy a preset now.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Radio 104.1.
Welcome. The Jim Colbert Show, streaming live on YouTube. Watch us talk.
My name is Gino. Latino.
Jim was talking about learning how to use the controller better. When Solitaire was originally released for Windows 3.0 in 1990, it was created to help educate and familiarize people with how the drag and drop function of the mouse works. That's why they made that game be included with the original old version of Windows, was to make people understand how the mouse worked better and to practice at getting better at it without giving them some kind of training thing.
Very Jack's point, Madden now is a lot more detailed than what it used to, but it's just like the real thing, and just like real life playing Madden compared to like what the NFL is. Same thing with college football. It's just like how college football is when it comes to recruiting, when it comes to drafting players, when it comes to the coach setup. It's almost too realistic, but it's amazing how far that game has come.
Hey guys, I felt compelled to leave this talk back after your video gaming segment. In that, Jimmy, I feel like, I'm about 10 years behind you, but I would say I'm very similar. We are very similarly built in that I am about equal parts over the hill and overweight. And I too had a video game renaissance when you had your video game renaissance. But I have stuck with it. I don't put all my time into it, but there's a really good game called Limbo that is very easy for Pop Pop. Get it.
Get it.
Hot Pots.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, Jaden did a good job on his very first appearance on the show. We'll do that again in a couple of weeks. A couple of names coming in. Iron Jaden.
I like that one.
That's kind of funny. Iron doesn't say anything about video games, though. J Mouse is another one. That's kind of cool. The Gamester, Ninja Jaden.
Wasting time with Jaden.
Yeah, wasting time with Jaden. So we'll keep those going, guys. 77031. Plus, we need all the ideas we can get. Jaden did a great job, and we thank him greatly. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yes.
I want to give you guys a quick little update on something. So I've told you that I had a horde of chimney swifts invade my chimney.
And that's a bird, right?
And that's a bird, right? So we thought it was bats. It's birds. So
and a migratory bird, too.
Yeah. So they're not going away. They're going to soon. But what they don't tell you about these infestations of chimney swifts is just how loud they can get. I recorded them this morning. This is what my living room sounds like right now.
Like cicadas almost.
That's exactly what it sounds like. This goes on continuously.
Oh, my goodness.
It never stops. Last night, middle of the night, going. 9 o'clock, trying to watch a movie, going. And it's so loud. That's echoing throughout my living room.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully they'll leave soon, or I'm going to have to pour some gas down there.
Yeah.
I'm joking, Deb.
I know where you live.
We can't use the living room during the evenings now because they're so loud trying to watch TV. You can barely hear them over. And I'm not kidding. It's that loud.
How do you have it protected so they don't come in? It's just the flue is closed, and that's...
Yeah, so the flue is closed, and we have a 2-level chimney thing. It goes up into 2 areas. And what we think is one of the covers on the right side of the chimney either came off or was blown off or rusted or whatever the case may be, so we know that they're in there.
Well, what about putting up, I know you're not going to like the look of plywood, but maybe paint it black or something and just put it in front to just kind of block the noise a little bit.
It's temporary, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they should be gone soon. They've been there for about 3 weeks, and theoretically they're supposed to be kind of out, so they should be leaving the nest soon. After they hatch and they get to maturity, they stick around for about a week, and then they haul ass. And they go make their own world. So, but it's getting
and like they go with someone else's chimney.
We had a friend over, and they started, and you just seen her face. She's like, "What is that?" Because it sounds like an invasion.
Right.
I'm like, it's these stupid birds that live in our chimney right now.
Hey,
it's fine.
No, he's right.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Pay is your 4 o'clock keyword. That's P-A-Y. Go to realradio.fm and send that out for your chance at $1,000. All right, so having a garage sale soon. We were rolling through the house and looking for a few things to sell, and my wife set out some stuff. And so my wife bought this plaster thing, and it weighs a ton. It probably weighs 25 or 30 pounds. And I guess these were very popular back in the day. Like craft-wise, there was a certain movement in art where they would take just plaster of Paris and use it as a medium to create art. This is one of those times.
It's not like a ceiling medallion or something?
Not like a ceiling medallion. This is something that is supposed to be like a photograph, but it's complete plaster. Even the frame is made out of plaster. It's about 3 inches thick.
Yeah.
It's about 10 or 12 inches tall and about 2.5 feet wide. It is a giant, just monolith of plaster, and you're supposed to hang it on your wall. And I told my wife, I said, no one's going to buy that. I'll just throw it out. She says, you cannot throw that out. And I said, I'm throwing this out. She goes, you're not throwing that out.
Why do you continue to make this mistake?
We will sell this. I said, we're not going to sell this. It's never going to sell. No one's going to buy it. We have to throw it out. I'll give you one guess of why my wife does not want to throw this out. By the way, if it was anything else, she would say throw it out immediately.
A child made it.
Yeah, her kid made it.
No child made it. We bought it at an antique store.
So it's got inherent value. Who made it?
It has no inherent value. Yeah, she thought it did, but we found out that a lot of these things are out there. Therefore, they're really not that valuable. We didn't pay a lot for it either.
When you bought it, what was the trip you were on? Was it your honeymoon?
No, it wasn't our honeymoon. No, it has no value like that. No sentimental value whatsoever.
No sentimental value, no monetary value.
And I bet people out there, when I tell you the answer, will probably think the same exact thing. Deb may even agree.
It's what is the image of? What are the?
Yeah,
that's a great question, isn't it?
Is it religious? Oh, is it religious? Jimmy, and you were going to throw something like that away?
It's a
Jimmy.
Stop.
Bad luck.
Stop.
That is bad luck.
Mojo.
That's it. Bad mojo. If you tell me it's Jesus on there, or is it an angel?
You're going to hell.
Shame on you,
Jimmy.
It's a plaster depiction of the Last Supper.
There you go,
Jimmy.
Oh, that's huge, dude.
Which includes Jesus, of course, and all the wonderful apostles.
Oh, he made it.
Except,
wow.
Except for that one. And it's very rudimentary. It is not.
So what?
It is not good looking. No one's going to buy it.
Well, then you donate it.
Someone wants it.
It weighs it. No one wants it. We have it because no one wants it.
Shame on you.
It is terrible. It is not artistic in any way, shape, or form. It does not have any intrinsic value.
Don't mind me if I slide a little bit further away
my
from
wife,
you.
my wife, because it depicts a religious moment, will not allow me to throw it out.
Yeah.
I would throw it out in 5 seconds.
Bad mojo.
I'm like, Tor, it doesn't have anything. It's just a plastic or a plaster replica. It has no value. It's not been blessed. A priest didn't build it. It's not. It doesn't have any.
How do you know?
It wasn't used.
You're going against God's will.
No, it's not. Have you ever thrown out a magazine that had a picture or something like that in it then?
No, I donated.
No, yeah, sure.
To the
Yeah,
church.
you donate. Right, yeah.
Exactly.
So that's
Drive
why-
it down to
but
the
if
church.
you had a magazine and it showed a picture of Jesus on the front
Then you
or
recycle
even
it.
the Lord's Supper, you don't keep it because it has a picture of Jesus. You throw it out because it's trash. It has nothing to it's not a slam to Jesus.
Listen,
it just doesn't have any value.
I kept my AARP magazine because it has a picture of Rob Lowe. Yes, I'm keeping the one of Jesus.
And you know what?
I'll tell you what, I'll bring it and one of you guys can have it.
No.
We'll draw straws for it. Oh, well, know what? Why?
Can I sell it at your garage sale?
Yeah, exactly.
What's worse, selling it or throwing it out?
Oh,
Donate
selling
it
it.
to
No,
a
no.
church.
No church is going to want it, Deborah.
Well, then
You're
donate it to
assuming.
like the children's home. The
So what?
thrift
So it can
store.
fall on somebody and kill them? If I dropped this from 6 inches on your head, it would crack you in half.
Is it something that can be painted?
It is already painted. And man, do they do a great job.
I'm just telling you.
Is it something that can be primed and painted?
You throw this thing away and you're going to be meeting Jesus.
Stop.
Well, you hope.
Your wife. Your wife.
Let me tell you
She'll
something.
be
You
furious.
have. Let me tell you. Does everyone's spouse have serious face?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Have you seen Serious Face?
Yeah, not very often.
I
but
saw Serious Face that day.
Oh, I bet you did.
I said, because I was taking it out because I have to make dump runs sometimes because of the trash where I live. They'll only take one thing at a time, and we make more than one thing at a time. So I have to make a dump run occasionally, and I was just about to throw that in the old dump run can.
I was just about to tell you she's going to start checking to make sure it's not in the garbage can.
And my wife is like, "Where are you taking that?" I'm like, "This is going into the dump." She goes, "You are not throwing that away." I'm like, "I'm throwing this away. This is a piece of junk. It is a piece of plaster. Looked like it was painted with a kid, like by a kid that didn't know what they were doing. It's not pretty."
Hey, time out. What was the conversation like when you purchased this?
I didn't purchase it.
junk?
She got it. Look, listen, when you're paying $5 for a 40-pound plaster, what am I supposed to say? Don't bring that religious relic in the house. She can do what she wants. It's $10.
If it's a relic, then why does it still not have that same value?
It does not. It never had it to me. That this is a complete Tory thing. It had never had value to me in it. It was just a really bad piece of art that needs to go. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll bring it to you then. I'll bring it tomorrow. One of you guys can have it. Jack, you can take it home. Both of you are beautiful Catholics. This will fit perfectly in your house.
No, Tori wants it.
I'll hang it.
Won't fit in my car.
Well, if you hung it in Deb's house, it may turn her house over.
Exactly. So forget
Well,
it.
actually, it might level it out.
We already paid for that, Jack.
Oh, man.
No. You're just going to have to give it away because your wife is not going to let you throw it away.
I would bet if I put $1 on it at this garage sale, it's not going to go.
You're right.
$1.
You have to put $2 on it so you can negotiate down to $1.
Jack, I will tell you, I'm probably going to put a free take it sticker on that thing.
There you go. Perfect.
And nobody's going to take it, though. It doesn't matter. So I'm saying no one's going to take this thing. You have no idea how bad it is.
Well, and then you shouldn't have bought it in the first place.
I didn't buy it. That's my whole point. I just want it gone. I'm tired of hanging it and not hanging it and taking it down. Look, we hung it. And then she looks at it and she goes, "It doesn't look good there." I mean, what do you mean by there? Earth? Because it's terrible. That's where it doesn't look good, on Earth. You know where it looked great? In the bottom of a landfill. That's where it looked wonderful.
You know what would be funny if that conversation really happened with his wife?
Oh, yeah, it did. Trust me when I tell you. I got to look 2 or 3 times that day. She goes, I'm like, "Tora, it's going in the trash." She goes, "Nope." I'm like, "I'm putting it in the trash." She goes, "No, you're not." And it wasn't like, "No, you're not. I'm kidding. I'm looking at you and I'm winking." No, you're not.
No.
She didn't even look up from her phone when she said it. She's like, "No, you're not."
That's what I'm telling you. You'll meet Jesus if she finds out you threw it out. Somebody said that they had a Virgin Mary statue of Mary the Virgin in her kitchen cabinet because it was in the kitchen cabinet when they moved into the house replaced the cabinets, and put Mary back where she was.
It has no value. It has no intrinsic value. It's not a church relic.
What about putting it in the garden?
For what? So, in other words, throw trash in my yard and become the dude in Altamont with a toilet and a Jesus pic?
That's Jim Colbert saying the representation of the Last Supper is
Oh, my
trash.
God, dude. It's so bad. This particular depiction of the Last Supper is not very flattering to the attendants of said Last Supper.
All right, well, just tell your wife you threw it away.
You're saying if they saw this, they'd be glad it was the Last Supper?
Yeah, because they painted Jesus' face with like fisherman sunburn red. I mean, all the colors are, it's so bad. I mean, it is terrible. I don't even know why she bought the thing. I guess maybe because it was, I'll tell you, they actually, you know the wires that hold the back of it up?
Right.
They sink that into the plaster. So it's like built into the plaster.
Yeah.
So when you grab that 15 gauge wire that has to hold it up.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I had to sink something into a stud. I could not hang that with your stereotypical drywall, even your like 40 or 50 pound hangers. I would not do it. I don't want to pull a hole in my drywall. Somebody said drop it off at Goodwill. Is that worse? I mean, I'll give it to Goodwill in 5 seconds.
So take it to Goodwill.
Or go to the sharing center.
What's that?
It's Christian based. It's a secondhand store, but I think it's run by,
Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather do that. I mean, take it to Goodwill. I guess either way, I just don't want to put it at the garage sale.
Somebody said, Jimmy, just put the plaster Last Supper in the back of your truck with the tailgate down. Problem solved.
You have no idea what I almost did the other day. Oh man, I almost drove away with something in the back of my truck that was so expensive. I was moving some stuff around. I had to bring some bottles of whiskey I had over at a friend's house.
Oh, no.
And I put them in a container and put them in the back of the truck. And as I was about to pull out, my wife said, aren't you going to strap that in? And I went, oh, Jesus H. That would have been a really bad day.
Oh.
I mean, some really nice bottles in there, too. I'm such an idiot.
Just hearing it crash to the ground.
How about we have the Real Radio Charity Poker Tournament coming up.
Okay.
We take the Last Supper plaster and put it in a silent auction.
There we go.
I will gladly do that. I'll tell you, I'll bring it to you tomorrow, Jack, and you can lug it down there.
No.
It weighs as much as BAM.
Bring it with you on the night of the poker tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
August 16th.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not hauling that thing to the. I would need a wheel cart to do it.
Well, somebody said that if all three of us sign it, they'll donate $300.
Really?
Wow.
Think about the. Think
How
about
disrespectful is that? We're signing the Last Supper.
What's better than your?
I'll sign as Mark. I'll sign as James.
Hey, you can be James.
Oh, there you go,
buddy.
Yeah. All right. There's no disciple named Jack, is there?
I'm Jesus, actually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Easy, buddy.
Hey, I was Jesus in the living Last
okay,
Supper.
you should preface that with saying that you should not just outright go, hey, I'm Jesus, dude.
That's why I had the long hair and beard, and I walked around healing people.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Don't forget your 4 o'clock keyword is pay, P-A-Y. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Is that more respect from the texting service?
Make a tailgate out of it.
It's about that size. God almighty.
Would that be perfect?
That would be perfect.
White truck with a plaster Last Supper on the back.
All right. Well, there's a new all-time box office champ. Did you guys know that?
No.
Name the name that used to be the most profitable actor in Hollywood, right? Been in more films. Not Tom Cruise.
No, Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson held this for years. He was the most profitable per dollar actor on planet Earth. Now surpassed. I'll tell you who it is next.
Real Radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
I remember one time this girl was like, "Hey, like it'll be hot. We were swimming. She's like, kiss me underwater," and I almost died.
Damn it.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Monday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, we're going to be expecting a drier day, only about a 30 to 40% chance of some afternoon showers and storms. And really, a lot of these will hug areas further to the east, closer to I-95 in Brevard County. Otherwise, plan for a high of 92 degrees, 93 tomorrow. Rain and storm chances, though, will be on the increase as we head towards the end of the week. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. So start feeling like it today. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. July, of course, is the month that we celebrate independence. Man, wouldn't you like to celebrate the independence of knowing how your body is doing inside? Look, man, it's a big mystery a lot of times. Unless there's a symptom, most people don't go to the hospital. That's the problem. That's called being reactive. What you want to do is be proactive. You want to get in there before there are symptoms. And when you consider that 1 out of 3 people in this country will die of heart disease, and in some of those cases, the very first symptom they get is sudden death, you want to make sure that Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan is in your world. These guys are awesome. Remember, it is a $699 value. There are a few minimum requirements, but while you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection does save lives. Here's how you make your appointment. Just simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say that keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. You will be connected in seconds. It is time to make that call. Take control of your long-term health care. Make sure your health is good, and do that now at Life Imaging FLA. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Getting a new fence doesn't need to be a hassle. The pros at Fence Outlet will help you with everything from start to finish, including measurements, ordering materials, dealing with local ordinances, and complete installation. Consult with a knowledgeable Fence Outlet representative and they'll help you get started today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
Man, I'm excited for the summer. Going to the beach, hanging out by the pool, barbecue, having drinks. But all of that is getting a little more expensive. That's where Sam's Club is coming to the rescue with locked-in summer values. Until July 22nd, prices are held on over 1,000 items, and that's from paper plates to trash bags, sunscreen, even apple pie. I have my cart. It's a total no-brainer to join Sam's Club, because locked-in summer values can help you save on all those things you need to have a great summer. Go sign up for that membership and join Sam's Club today at samsclub.com/join.
Tired of squeezing the whole family onto a tiny patio for the 4th? It's time for more space and less stress. Sell quickly with the Nickley Group, Orlando's home team doing real estate differently. Sell smart, sell quickly. Call Nickley. Happy 4th from your friends at the NickleyGroup.com. Call
Nickley. Yeehaw! R.C. Hill here, your deputy tariff sheriff. I locked in a huge inventory before the tariffs hit. You could even drive for no money down. Right now, I'll pay way over appraised value for your old ride regardless of condition. So check out the new Mitsubishi Outlander or the new Mirage with a lifetime warranty. Plus, I've got over 200 certified used cars. But hurry, when they're gone, they're gone. I'm R.C. Hill, your car dealer next door. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Get a sneak peek of all my pre-tariff rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
It's one thing to suffer from allergies as an adult, but it's really tough on kids. Running around with sniffles or stuffy nose during recess or practice. Not to mention, it's hard to concentrate in school when you're not feeling well. And then you feel bad because you forgot to give them their allergy meds before they left. All of that can be a thing of the past, thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus. They've helped thousands, including children, with their kid-friendly allergy testing and pain-free allergy drops. Schedule your appointment today while the kids are out of school. Go to aspireallergy.com. That's aspireallergy.com.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
In today's Marketers Report, Erica Taylor, Chief Marketing Officer of Genentech, weighs in on audio's ability to reach any audience.
Everyone is listening somewhere, somehow. So it's a great way to take something very precise in what we're trying to do to reach patients with something that I think we can all agree is somewhat broad in reaching many, many different audiences.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia can get more people to hear your message than anyone else. For better results for every budget, visit iHeartAdvertising.com.
Celebrate freedom from those old single-pane windows and that shabby front door with the beautiful designs from Renewal by Andersen. Why? Energy efficiency. It's good to know that Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim windows and doors offer excellent insulation, reducing energy loss and helping to lower your utility bills while maintaining a comfortable indoor temperature year-round, especially during these dog days of summer. Here's what Vincent had to say. Renewal by Andersen did an excellent job, excellent customer service, excellent attention to detail, excellent follow-up. I highly recommend Renewal by Andersen for all your door and window needs. And right now is a great time to get started. Buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th free. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Call Renewal by Andersen today for your free design consultation. It's simple. Dial pound 250 from your cell phone. That's pound 250. Say the keyword best windows and be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
You've got an app for your music, but what about your favorite morning show, sports team, or live local news and weather?
Things start to change.
Yep, there's an app for all that too. iHeartRadio. Download the #1 app for radio, the free iHeartRadio app.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hello, I'm Joe Cordell, founder of Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is complicated, especially when your small business or professional practice is involved. At Cordell & Cordell, we understand that these assets raise unique valuation and allocation issues. For 35 years, we've helped doctors, lawyers, and small business owners navigate divorce with confidence. Call us at Cordell & Cordell. Let me tell you, I understand on a personal level, your business is much more than a job. It's your legacy.
Orlando, Florida. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois. CordellCordell.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
With these chimney swifts, is Jimmy going to have another move, or is he actually going to keep the house? Because he's not attached to houses like anybody else.
Okay, Mr. Jim, your statue, how big is it? And would it fit in a garden somewhere? You could put it outside. Maybe the birds would enjoy it. The birds would leave your chimney and come down and see it.
Put it in a silent auction, and Tori will buy it. Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Oh no, Mr. Colbert, don't throw that out. I'm not even a Christian and I'm telling you not to throw that out. Woo! That's a sin. Thanks, bye.
It's not a sin.
Thanks,
Get out of
yeah,
here.
it is.
Go to JimColbertLive.com right now and you can actually see that.
bad.
We have it up on the YouTube feed. My wife was nice enough to send me a photograph. It's as bad as I remember. It looks like it was spray painted rather than painted with.
Yeah, you got a lot of spray paint
It's
there.
so bad, man. That is so. And I will tell you, that thing weighs a ton.
What if you had an artist dress it up?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
I mean, paint over it.
Exactly.
This is an art project for someone.
Don't even.
Great for Vacation Bible School.
You know, that's a really good point, Jack.
Vacation Bible School?
Do we know anybody who has an art degree who could probably treat this with the utmost respect it's deserved?
Nope, no degree here, baby.
No degree there.
Nice try. That's your problem.
Yeah, we have it in the fourth box at JimColbertLive.com if you want to see what I'm talking about. And then agree with me of how horrible it is. It's terrible.
It's not that bad.
It is, dude. It's
so
bad.
bad.
Come on, guys. Well, you wouldn't hang that in your house. Don't play this game with me. You would not hang that in your house.
I would not hang that in my house, but I'm also not married to someone who terrifies me.
You would not hang that in your house. Jack
would-
Bradshaw would not put that in his house.
No, he would not.
That's an abomination.
It is not an
It's not an
abomination.
abomination. It just it could use a little repaint.
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
refresh there.
Well, one of you guys
and
should
maybe
tackle
more
that.
colors than red, white, red, blue, and green.
Yeah.
And gold. Lots and lots of gold.
Yeah, a lot of blues back there in the day, huh?
Well, they covered it with the gold. They're like, yeah, let's just spray this gold
There's
here.
no back in the day with this, Jimmy.
That is the day.
It's depicting a scene from back in the day, but this was painted. This is fresh.
Yeah.
This is the past, 1,000 years.
Yeah. You think anybody picks that up? I put $1 on that. You think anybody takes it because of how bad that is? Nobody's taking that. You guys have to agree with me.
I think if you put that in our auction at the poker tournament, it gets over $100.
Yep, it
You
will
think
go.
so?
Yep. And think of all that money that's going to go to help the mustard seed, Jimmy.
I will tell you, the worst case scenario would be me hauling that thing to the poker tournament
and then having to haul it back.
having nobody bid on it and have to haul it back. That is when I do break it in half and throw it in one of the trash cans at the Science Center. That's exactly what happens. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
He is.
Do not forget to join us for Taste coming up this weekend, July 12th, over there at the Orlando World Center Marriott. 75 of Central Florida's top chefs, restaurant, and bev experts, all in there for signature bites, craft cocktails, live entertainment, all for a great cause for the Second Harvest Food Bank and the Coalition for the Homeless. 100% of the event's proceeds go to those charities. Get your tickets now. That's tastecfl.org. That's tastecfl.org. Going to be a great time. Hope to see you there for sure.
Get your tickets. Join Jimmy and remind him why he can't throw that thing away.
Right, exactly. Did you already see the story of who won this or who took this over? Jack, did you see it? I know you saw that the movie did
thing?
well.
Yes. Yeah, I'm familiar with this story.
Yeah. So it looks like
I would have never guessed it.
Yeah, so it looks like this particular weekend was a very good weekend for one actor or actress, for that matter, because the new Jurassic Park movie, which is Jurassic World, I guess, is it trilogy?
I guess. I honestly thought that there weren't that many people that were interested in that Jurassic Park franchise
Rebirth.
anymore.
I thought this was going to be a bomb.
Yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth. Like I was talking to Jack during the break, a couple of the last ones just really weren't all that good. The original one is one of the best action pictures ever. I mean, it's so good.
Oh, yeah.
They were replaying that on one of the channels last night.
I saw that, yeah. But in this film, it made $318 million this weekend globally. That is an assload of money, by the way.
I was shocked. That's 10 times I thought it was going to do.
Man, can I tell you? I thought it would maybe do 75 domestically, if that, just based on the franchise's popularity. And, of course, the people in the movie, Chris Pratt in the movie, and Scarlett Johansson is in the movie.
That's right.
And she is the new leader.
Really?
Scarlett Johansson is the new box office champion. Scarlett Johansson movies have made more money than any single actor's movie, bringing in how much money total in her entire career?
$1.5 billion.
Oh, it's more than that. 10 billion.
$14.8 billion.
Damn.
Scarlett Johansson's movies have made, and she becomes the new all-time leader for money made. And that's a chart they have in Hollywood that's kind of fun to watch sometimes.
Yes.
It's how much money they pay an actor and how much they get in return. And for years, like Jim Carrey and Will Ferrell were those guys who made a lot of money for the money they were paid, even though they made $15, $18, $20 million a picture. Every one of those movies would make hundreds of millions of dollars because they were so popular.
Yeah, the bankable star.
As bankable as it gets.
It's interesting that it's a female.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's kind of cool. So Robert Downey Jr. was also one of those players, of course, with the Iron Man. And
that's right.
Being part of the Marvel
Avengers,
universe.
Yes, and it's something they all had in common, the people at the top of this list.
Right, yeah. They're all in the Marvel movies. If you're in those movies,
that's right.
making $1 billion here, 800, 900 million there. And that's exactly what happened. Captain America, Civil War, Avengers, Black Widow, go on and on. She really does have a very good portfolio of movies. And I think one of her best movies, nobody ever talks about. It's a movie called Lucy, where she takes this drug and it gives her this extra level ninja kind of abilities, and she goes on a revenge tear, which I love revenge movies. And it's really good. I've seen it a number of times. It's damn good. Oh, yeah.
I'll have to check that one out. Peppermint is usually one of my favorite revenge movies.
That's Jennifer Garner?
Yeah. And she goes after the drug cartel that killed her husband and daughter.
This is kind of that same feel, like revenge, but, she's just so off-putting because she's a pretty girl.
Right, exactly.
And she's kind of unassuming, but, man, she is a monster in that movie, Lucy, if you haven't checked it
I'll
out.
have to check that
She was
out.
also good in Her, even though it was just her voice, with that movie about AI and Joaquin Phoenix falling in love with AI, which was way before its time considering what we're seeing in the news now.
Yep.
And it was a damn good movie. It really was. Her voice is very good.
Right.
She has a very, very deep, sexy speaking voice. And she seems to be very cool as well. So it worked out great for her.
Well, there she goes.
All right.
Good kudos for her.
407-916.
And Colin Jost as well. Way to marry up.
I know.
There's some drama in that relationship recently. I guess she made out with a dude or kissed a guy on the mouth during a red carpet thing.
Really?
Yeah. But that's Hollywood types. They do that. They just kiss on the mouth. It's no big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Hollywood type.
It's like some families where the kids kiss their parents on the mouth. It's the strangest thing. Did you do that as a kid?
No.
Yeah. Did you do that, Jack?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't either. I never
Yeah,
kissed my mom or dad on the mouth.
Mm-mm.
That Tom Brady
Like
thing.
Tom Brady? Yeah.
That Tom Brady thing woke people up. People are like, "What's that? What is that? What are you doing?" You're the goat there, I guess. But God, what is that? You just literally made out with your 10-year-old son.
Yeah.
God. All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. You know what a fridge cigarette is?
No.
You ever heard of a fridge cigarette, Jack?
No. I have a guess.
Okay, I'll tell you what that is next. Hang on, please.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The right lane's blocked on I-4 eastbound at Florida's Turnpike. There's a crash getting cleared up here, slowing down traffic on State Road 408 westbound before I-4. The left lane's blocked there. Emergency crews are clearing up an accident affecting all lanes on Champions Gate Boulevard near I-4. I believe the ramps are being affected in that area as well. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
Bobby Bones here with some easy trivia. What does the Staples easy button say? That was easy. Boom. I mean, that was easy. You knew that, right? And now you know to press it for prints, shipping, and even passport photos. Plus, next day delivery to over 98% of the U.S. I see you, Staples. That was easy.
Greenway Kia is under new management, and we've got a whole new attitude. With 3 great locations across Metro Orlando and one of the area's largest selections, we truly want to see you in a Kia. Plus, we want your trade. Get up to $10,000 over Kelly Blue Book fair market value for any trade. Get your fast free appraisal online right now at greenwaykias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Kia. From Greenway Kia, East Colonial, West Colonial, and 1792 North.
All factory rebates to dealer. Negative equity refinanced.
Hey, fellas, Russ Rollins here. Man, I feel so much better now that I got my testosterone all under control thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Listen, if you have, low T, you can start for free now with Red Mountain Weight Loss. For a limited time, they're going to waive the startup fee. How cool is that? Listen, you'll gain muscle, lose fat, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Guys, real testosterone is available only by prescription, so go to Red Mountain Weight Loss to get yours. If you feel sluggish, if you lose focus all the time, if you have trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. Truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. That's terrible. Listen, they can help you with that. Increase your testosterone, have more energy, build muscle mass, and you're going to sleep a whole lot better. It improves your mental focus, also improve your sex drive. That's a game changer. It really is. Save $200 for a limited time and start your testosterone therapy with no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or hit pound 250 from your cell phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
When disaster strikes, trust Paul Davis Restoration. Look, emergencies can happen anytime, leaving your property in disarray without warning. Whether it's a fire, flood, mold, or storm damage, the remediation and restoration experts at Paul Davis are here to help. With 24/7 emergency service availability and a 30-minute response window, we can confidently bring fast, practical solutions to residential and commercial property owners. If your home or business has been damaged by fire, water, or storm, call Paul Davis Restoration, here to help 24/7, 407-629-6700 or orlando.pauldavis.com. PaulDavis.com.
Imagine yourself winning $1,000 this summer. Would you do a beach weekend? Upgrade your phone? Commission a custom portrait of yourself? Hey, we're not here to judge. We are here to give you that chance to get $1,000 in your hand. 13 times each weekday. Hear keyword, enter website, answer phone. We are the best at this, and you are in the right place. Real Radio 104.1. This national contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
This isn't just a grill, it's the Ninja Flex Flame. Now you can make everything without having to master anything. Mouth-watering steaks, smoky fall-off-the-bone ribs, crispy roasted chicken, griddled favorites, even artisan pizzas, all under one hood. Shop at your local Home Depot or Ace for the 5-in-1 Ninja Flex Flame.
Looking to upgrade your yard? Fence Outlet specializes in stunning new fence installations at competitive prices. Don't just fence in your yard, transform it. Quality fences that add style, privacy, and an upgrade to every home. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial Pound Law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN, GREEN, GREEN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Yeah, if you'd like to leave a talkback for the show, you can do that. Grab the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and send your comment over to Jack. We'll get you on the air. Green is your 5 o'clock keyword. That's GREEN. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Remember, if you're playing the game, phone on, phone up, and answer it when it rings. That's how they tell you you've won. Green is the word. Go get it.
Get that cash.
I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Refrigerator smoking.
Yeah, no, it's called it's okay. So this is a term. The reason I even brought this story up is just to kind of remind you guys of what a grip something has on our good friends here in America. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to most likely Assure the listener who texted us at 77031 a fridge cigarette is what Deb has while staring at the fridge late at night.
No, that's not it.
That does not happen.
And the funny thing is it really has nothing to do with cigarettes.
Oh, I see. I thought it was.
What they're trying to do is parallel an experience that mimics the idea of having a cigarette break and what some people in America are replacing that with.
Snacking.
Something that I've said for a number of years now, that the power that it has over me is unreal. It's a Diet Coke. So what people are doing now, what they call it fridge cig, because where you would usually take a cigarette break and go out, people are taking a break and they're just basically downing a Diet Coke as a they call it fridge cigarette because it has the same feel of bringing up your dopamine because of the caffeine and not sugar, but the caffeine injection that Coca-Cola gives you. And they said that just the crack of the sound and the bubbles going in your nose, that there's an addiction that parallels the idea of having a cigarette break. That's how addictive that stuff is.
I have never had a diet soda make me that happy.
No way, really?
A diet soda?
Well, I've never been addicted to cigarettes, and I know it's a heavy addiction, but I would say that I do have a moderate addiction to soda. I almost bought one today just because I haven't had one today. And I feel like I should have at least a couple of sips every day.
Oh, I so much prefer diet sodas now over regular.
Oh, man, I could never drink. There's not one that is good enough for me to drink. Like, that gets that natural sugar.
Yeah, I used to say that.
I've looked and looked and looked. And
I used to drink Diet Pepsi as a kid. We went through cases of it in our house.
But
now,
and that's one of the worst
ones. When we were a kid, the sweeteners were... You knew it was diet. There was like
saccharin and
it was awful. But
aspartame doesn't have that to you?
No,
really.
And the regular soda, the sugar ones, are just too sweet.
Yes,
they're just too sweet. But I know what we hear. I don't know if it's definitive or not, but supposedly better for you than the diet soda because sugar, at least, you can moderate it. You know what it does.
Right.
Where the sweeteners, these artificial sweeteners.
Your body's like, what the hell is this?
It's metabolizing it, right? Isn't that the thing? And the Splenda is the closest thing I can get to a sugar replacement that is the closest to what sugar tastes like. I've had sweet tea made with Splenda that is so difficult to tell from normal tea, but people in the taxi service already checking in. I'm telling you, man, that crack of that soda, when I get one up here and that thing... And I pour it over that ice, and that when I get it right up to the bubbles are still ripping off the ice into my nose. It's like crack. And it is. Like, I get this same exact thing. I don't call it a fridge cig by any means, but literally just not even 30 minutes ago, I got up and walked to the kitchen and did not get one because somebody left some bonbons out there, so I got a little sweet treat and didn't get the soda. 210 calories a piece.
On the bonbons?
No, for the 20-ounce soda.
Oh.
That's a lot.
That is.
2 of those is a meal.
You'd have to walk quite a bit to be able to burn that.
Walk back and forth to the soda machine.
Oh, if you did that while carrying that heavy plaster religious relic, I mean, you could add
Trust
some
me,
weight to your steps.
That is a workout. That's a Rocky level workout. It says videos about fridge cigs have garnered hundreds of thousands of likes on TikTok this summer as scores of people have kind of related to it. The fix is diet soda, particularly Diet Coke, chilled to perfection. And what they do is they're making videos of them cracking a Diet Coke and drinking it no differently than you would step outside, fire up a cigarette, take that first drag, and have that relief of getting that nicotine. They're doing it with caffeine and like making things out of it for the internet. It's time for another fridge cig. And they go in there, rip a brand new Diet Coke open, and just let it go. Do you guys pour your cold drinks onto ice, or do you like them right out of the bottle?
Onto ice.
You like it on ice. Do you keep your sodas in the fridge?
Don't like to use the bottles because then the soda goes flatter sooner than I can use all the soda.
So you just take the can?
The can.
Yeah. Are you a bottle or can guy?
If we're can only because there's a better chance of it being recycled.
Yes.
Legitimately. However, I prefer it cold, kept in the fridge, but then in the glass, and I no longer put ice. I used to put ice in with cold drinks, and I don't need that. I mean...
So let me get this straight. You pour it out of a container into a glass with no ice.
Correct.
Now, see, that is crazy.
Why do you do that?
Why not?
No, I mean, but seriously, does it do something to the flavor for you? Because that doesn't make any sense.
I drink out of a glass because I'm civilized.
Well, Jack, it's weird that you don't add ice to it, and yet you pour it into a glass.
Well, it's already cold.
But
It's at its desire. When you pour milk, you don't add ice to milk.
But you're losing cold. That's what I'm saying is you're losing
cold with
cold.
milk. Why don't you add ice
Because
to
ice
that?
doesn't go in milk. You know that. Stop making those
Why?
dumb arguments.
It's not dumb.
It is dumb.
They're both beverages you keep in the fridge.
But
same temperature.
You know good and well.
Same temperature.
You know good and well. Ice doesn't go in milk. Don't try to make that argument. That's a terrible argument. Not one person's going to agree with you.
Anyway, I got off the ice when my ice maker stopped working.
Yeah, of course, right. Yeah, that's it. It had to be something like that. I actually go and buy ice just to pour my sodas over because the ice in my house isn't good enough. Oh. I have a bag of ice that I keep in the house that is specifically for pouring sodas over.
Wow. So we're literally at opposite ends of the spectrum. You have a bag of ice.
And I have an ice maker that makes that regular half moon ice, which is the worst design ever because it gets in your cup. And it creates that dam of ice, and you think you're getting in it, and you're not. And next thing you know, everything else comes over the ice dam into your face.
Oh, God, I love that happens to you.
You guys have a weird relationship.
So I get that cubed ice, like the good bagged ice, and that's exactly what I use for my sodas. Nobody else uses it.
But what's interesting is Jack only gets serious about his ice when he's making his old-fashioned.
Because I have a special ice ball that makes that large, those large cubes. Oh, I love that.
Man, I got to tell you, I had to buy another bottle of bitters this weekend. God dang, man. What do they make that out of? Eagle's blood?
What'd you pay?
What did you pay?
$12.
$12, same here.
Yeah.
It is not even like it's like one of the little Worcestershire bottles. This is what it looks like.
Oof. Yeah, it was
$12.
I've seen it more. Like I'm like, oh, let me check Amazon. I'm like, $16. And
Man,
then I got it Total Wine. I got it for $12.
Yeah, I paid it. I got it at Publix for $12. I was supposed to make some old fashions this weekend, but I did not. I don't have my ice tray there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where it went.
Oh, here we go.
Somebody ganked my big cube tray.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's as much like smoking. This whole fridge sig thing is kind of replacing that. The trend of going to the fridge, making a video of you ripping the fridge open in the middle of the day, and they just absolutely like kegger chugging a Diet Coke is a thing now.
Yep, that whole remote working.
Right, exactly.
So do you believe there's any difference? I know you drink regular when you can, and
regular
Deb, you're
Pepsi, right.
anti-diet.
Regular Pepsi, regular Dr. Pepper.
What about the zero sugars to you?
Can't do any of that, buddy.
Because to me,
can't do any of that.
Coke Zero
I'm mad
and
at
Diet
people.
Coke are interchangeable. All right? It's just a different sweetener.
Yeah.
It's the only difference.
One of them's aspartame. What's the other one?
Sucralose? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there you
go. But my wife believes there's a big difference and will only go Diet Coke.
Mm-hmm.
She loves Diet Coke.
Mm-hmm.
And then I drink it when it's there.
Yeah.
So it's her fault that I drink it.
We had a guy that used to work here at the radio station that drank about 19 Diet Cokes a day.
Yep. I worked with someone like that, too. We'd bring in a case in the morning, and by the time we got off the air at 10, it would be done.
Man, let me approach something here on the text.
I know.
People who pour cold soda over ice need to be hospitalized for psychiatric evaluation.
Oh, not the first time I've been told that.
Good. I agree.
I combat that. Here's why I don't pour hot soda over cold ice. Because the soda then melts the ice, diluting your soda experience.
Not to mention you get too much foam at the top because the soda is warm.
What? No, cold soda.
No, warm soda. When you first pour it over the ice, it ends up being kind of, you end up with a thicker.
It gets a mushy thing on there, too.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas it's cold, you don't have such.
You only need ice if the soda is warm.
That is incorrect, Jack. You need ice to keep the soda cold. I'm not firing my soda down.
How long does it take you to drink a can
I'm
of soda?
savoring it. It's a thing, dude. I'm savoring the Pepsi. God. Why don't people understand?
Why don't you put ice in milk?
Because it waters it down.
Okay.
I only put hot milk on ice. Everybody knows that. So dumb.
Your warm bedtime milk?
I feel like somebody's hit me in the face with a sledgehammer.
That actually works, too.
No, it does not. That's the biggest myth ever.
Does Tori serve you warm milk at bedtime to put you to sleep, Pop?
Aw.
She rubs it on my tongue with her face. You can stick it out. So creamy.
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. You can leave us a talk back if you'd like. That's easy. Grab that iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack. We will get you on the air. Florida teens have more of this than ever. I'll tell you what that is next.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The right lane's blocked on I-4 eastbound at Florida's Turnpike. There's a crash getting cleared up here, slowing down traffic on State Road 408 westbound before I-4. The left lane's blocked there. Emergency crews are clearing up an accident affecting all lanes on Champions Gate Boulevard near I-4. I believe the ramps are being affected in that area as well. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. My friends over at Eustace Roofing. Yes, for sure, it is Eustace Roofing. But let me tell you, they serve all of Central Florida and have been doing that for quite a while. How about since 1959? That's crazy, right? 65 years in the roofing business in Florida. Unheard of, but they're so good at this. In 2021, they were the National Roofing Company of the Year. 4.9 Google rating with over 1,000 reviews. These guys don't joke around. No interest financing available. They serve all of Central Florida, and they are metal roofing experts, which means they manufacture on-site so it fits your home perfectly. And they may be able to satisfy your insurance carrier by simply cleaning or rejuvenating your roof, adding years to it. Get with these guys for sure. Visit EustaceRoofing.com to schedule your free estimate today. The real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts. It's Eustace Roofing.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Mills Air and Business
your
since
summer with awe
1992.
and awesome at SeaWorld Orlando. Chill with new emperor penguins at an Antarctic encounter. Take a thrilling Arctic adventure on the all-new Expedition Odyssey, now open. Celebrate Baby Shark's 10th anniversary and enjoy live concerts and hundreds of flavors at Band's Brew and Barbecue. Light up your summer with an all-new acrobatics show and ignite the all-new drone and fireworks show. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Save up to 60% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our summer sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Mills Air and Business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 407-213-0000. 407-213-0000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Yeehaw! R.C. Hill here, your deputy tariff sheriff. See, tariffs are coming in, and they're fixing to drive up car prices. But I locked and loaded massive inventory before the tariffs hit. That means you could get exclusive access to my pre-tariff rides. You could even drive for no money down. So come check out the new Mitsubishi Outlander or the new Mirage at 43 miles per gallon with a lifetime warranty. Only when you visit me, the tariff sheriff. See, at R.C. Hill, we're all about affordability. My solution specialists are the toughest around. So don't spend another minute in a car you hate. Right now, I'll pay way over appraisal always value for your old ride regardless of condition. And who knows when car prices will be this low again. Plus, I've got over 200 certified used cars, trucks, and SUVs. But hurry, when they're gone, they're gone. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. 2 locations, Deland and Ocala. Get a sneak peek of all my pre-tariff rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$0 down in credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. Offer ends June 30, 2025.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando. When it comes to restoring cars, Diego's got skills. And with Total Wireless in his corner, the whole world sees them. With the dual camera system on his new iPhone 13, he can take amazing car photos and post them on the fly with super fast 5G, and even turn this hobby into a full-time gig. His claim to fame? Claiming iPhone 13 with 5G on us. Get iPhone 13 with 5G on us when you switch to the Total 5G or 5G Plus Unlimited 3-month plan. Total Wireless, in your corner. For limited time while supplies last. Valid in store. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires port-in and ID verification. Restrictions apply.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now. Like iHeart Comedy. Clips from today's top comedians.
I didn't learn about countries in school. I learned about Tennessee. I learned about the states that touched us in case they attacked.
And the greatest of all time.
So don't even tell me how to get to Sesame Street. Who would want to live in a neighborhood like that? 6-foot pigeons walking around?
Try something different. iHeart Comedy.
Women are gatherers. We like to gather information about you, and then we hunt you.
Open the app and make iHeart Comedy a preset now.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, reesewindows.com.
Or a $2.99
is available only at the JCS.
Sir, there's no other.
Want more from the Jim Colbert Show? Online at JimColbertLive.com. Still to come, legal stories and more with Ray Trendley from TK Law. Today at 6:20 on the Jim Colbert Show.
What's up, Jimmy? So I quit drinking soda. I probably drink it only once or twice a year. I think it's weird that adults drink soda, especially if you're an alcohol drinker, because there's just too many bad things. But anyways, I was at Wawa the other day, and I saw a Pepsi, and I was like, you know what, Jimmy? You got me thinking about Pepsi, so I bought it. And they had the under the bottle cap contest code thing, so I started an account and typed it in, and won $20.
Hey,
Thank you,
check it
sir.
out. Very nice.
Lord have mercy, you two. Goodness gracious. Clifford, West Bob. Hey, let me tell you, take a pint glass, fill it full of ice to the rim, like ice. There ain't another cube fitting in there.
Keep talking.
Then pour your soda over it.
Yeah.
Then drink it all in one sip. You can do that about 4 times, and it's the greatest thing, Jack.
It's unbelievable. Jack doesn't.
Jimmy, I understand.
Thank you.
Cold Diet Coke, cold ice.
Oh, so good.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi.
Deb, Jack, I love you guys.
Thank you.
I think it's so funny you guys are having all these talks about soda. I don't personally like it. Don't get it. But I love the fact that Jimmy gets so passionate and still screams, dude, and it's 2025.
Dude.
Fantastic.
Come on.
You make me feel better.
Thank you. I appreciate that. My shortcomings make you feel so much better about yourself. I love that.
Dude.
I'll take that compliment.
Dude.
All right, your 5 o'clock keyword is green, Green. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Green will do it. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Yep.
Culinary event of the summer coming up. It's Taste Orlando. Taste Central Florida returns to the Orlando World Marriott Center this Saturday. I'll be there with my friend Jana from XL 106.7, and we will be eating and drinking some of the best food in all of Central Florida. 75 of Central Florida's top chefs, restaurant, and bev cart experts, all there for you. Signature bites, craft cocktails, live entertainment, all for fighting hunger in our community, supporting the Second Harvest Food Bank and the Coalition for the Homeless. Grab your tickets now at tastecfl.org. That's tastecfl.org. A really good way to find some of the best restaurants in the city, find out if you like them, and then off you go.
And if you're going to spend the money at those restaurants, why not at this event where you're helping out some really great local organizations that need our help?
And it's a good fancy night. You can, dress up, have a good time, support something good, get some good food.
Oh, are you wearing a tux?
I don't know, no tux, but I will be wearing a coat for sure.
And special thanks to Tartufo Istria. They brought us a bunch of treats, all truffle-related treats, whether it's popcorn, they have a truffle honey, all these different type of products. They have provided these types of products for restaurants in our area. They've recently opened up online retail, so you too can get those truffle products at tartufoistria.com.
What a name, huh?
It's a tough one.
Very good. All right.
It's a tough one.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Text me. I'll send you the link.
All right. Very nice. That's the much easier way to do it. Okay, so as I let out the last segment, I told you guys Florida teens have more of this than they've ever had before.
Gumption.
Not gumption. That's a super funny word, though.
Well, I teased about it being debt, but it's not debt.
It's not debt, but this has increased. Matter of fact, let me give you a heads up here. This has increased by 65% from 3.7% to 6.0% from 2002 to 2022. Females, middle school age teens, and white students are among the groups that this has contributed to the increase.
I can't.
This is a tough one.
I mean, I've been seeing some health news lately that isn't really good.
Not health related.
Okay.
Something that they would own or acquire.
Phones.
No. God, that's got to be more like 1,000%.
Chiggers.
Chiggers is a super funny answer. I hope they don't, Jack, because they're miserable.
They are. Those red bugs.
Nothing in the world like a chigger infestation to bring your ass back to life. It is the worst. I'd rather live in a cave. Gun ownership.
Really?
How about that?
Teens?
Yes.
Wow.
Teen gun ownership is through the roof in
Florida.
Florida's the answer.
Yep.
Despite increased concerns about rising gun deaths among children, new research shows that the number of teenagers who have handguns is way up. The numbers I just mentioned, and the group is odd. Females, middle school kids, and white students were the groups that most substantially contributed to this. Look, I understand some of this, but females?
Yeah.
I wonder why that is, because girls as well. Just
personal safety.
Yeah,
I'm sure of that, but I mean, we're talking about young, we're talking kids. By the way,
I was more concerned with middle schoolers than just females.
Same here.
700,000 student responses were taken for this poll. 700,000 students in this state. And out of those, about 6% of them had a gun, and some of them even carried it to school every day.
Well, see, therein lies the rub, because you can't. It's illegal.
You're not.
You will change your education trajectory quite
quite quickly. Yeah,
quite quickly. Yeah, that's not a wise decision.
They did say that, however, that even though some students do carry to school, which is super small, like 1%. 0.5% do it, but they do. It says that although general handgun carrying went up, carrying in school decreased by 60%. So whereas before they had a hard time with that, and of course now it's down to like 0.5% of the total students polled take their gun to school. It says authors note that both of these decreases initially seem contradictory as school shootings have increased over the past 25 years. It says ongoing research should explore factors influencing regional and socio-demographic differences in those trends. And I think most of it is just kids are scared to death.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of be what it is, right? I mean, I don't think that middle school kids are buying guns to be to be tough guys or going in there, they're
bullying.
They're not sticking people up for sure. They're doing this because they don't want to be stuck up.
Well,
There's no question that's the case.
As a kid, you don't have to be don't you have to be 18 to buy a gun, even a long rifle?
Yes.
So they're not buying guns.
Well, wait a minute. I don't know about the long rifle. I know handguns, you have to be at least 18. I think in this state, you can actually be 16 and buy a long gun.
But that's still not middle school.
It's still not middle school. You're right. It's just
so they're taking their parents' guns.
Don't know how they're getting them, Jack. It doesn't really
question.
mention how they get them. It just says that they have them. It says firearms are the leading cause of death among children and teenagers in the U.S., with a steep increase in ages 15 to 19 starting in 2020. Non-fatal firearm injuries among children under 18 has also increased 113% in the last 10 years.
Oh.
I just wonder how they're getting them. How would a 14-year-old get a gun? That's not middle school, though. Jack's right. How would a 10-year-old get a gun or an 11-year-old?
No, but the current law in Florida, and this is post-Parkland, is you have to be 21 years or over to buy a gun. You can be 18-year-olds in Florida can own firearms, but they cannot purchase them from licensed dealers.
Right, so I can buy my son a firearm if I want, but he has to be 18 years old.
For him to have ownership.
Right. Does it say anything about the long guns? That doesn't matter. Nobody cares about that, really. That's not really what the issue is.
Or rifle or any other firearm is 21 years.
Yeah. Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Damn, really? I thought they lowered that in Central Florida and Florida for hunting purposes and stuff.
I believe they had tried to during this last legislative session.
Yeah.
But then weren't able to.
Yeah. The thing is my kids weren't at this level of scared yet. The phone thing has really just become the big issue in school then. Now with the social media and people getting that shootout in Vegas was over social media. Where that guy killed those two people in front of the Bellagio fountains.
Yeah, that was YouTube. That was a YouTube beef.
That was a social media beef.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's happened a number of places where you see video online of people just letting loose, and these are social media beefs. People never even met each other, couldn't be on the same part of the planet.
I know.
And just meet because they said something online and they're firing it up.
So stupid.
It is kind of stupid. I just don't understand how kids get the guns. I mean, if you have, because what are you, 10, 11, 12 in middle school?
A cousin, an uncle.
Yeah. Stealing
a friend.
Jack's right. I guess stealing them from your parents. That's even that's also in itself a pretty bad infraction. Just stealing your mom and dad's gun.
Because your mom and dad can also face charges. We saw that with the Michigan school shooter.
Yeah. It says the findings indicate the need to specifically tailor either prevention strategies focused on handgun access and carrying toward the female and middle school students, with ongoing attention to rural and male adolescents across racial and ethnic boundaries. The highest prevalence of carriage over 20 years is right now with people under the age of 18, specifically with middle school kids and young ladies.
Again,
do you have one? I can't remember.
No.
Yeah, you never got one?
Nope.
I think one of my daughters definitely has one, and I think maybe the other one. I'm not sure about one. I know that she was thinking about it, but I know one for a fact just got hers. They go shooting all the time.
Well, that and, dating violence is alive and well in young relationships.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like, it was a normal thing in my hometown to have a gun and go shooting. It wasn't a big deal. But in the city, it was a much more kind of risque behavior to have a handgun. I remember when I came down and I had a couple of my handguns, and a couple of my guys from college were kind of freaking out that I had a gun.
Yeah, see, where I grew up, it was nothing to see guys walking along the side of the road with their rifle on their shoulder. A handgun, that's a different situation.
That's a completely different machine altogether.
When you're out hunting, you're like, oh, all right, must be deer season.
Yeah.
Everybody's out, school has been called off because it's the first day of deer hunting season, and they know one's going to show up.
And the only long guns really anybody cares about are the assault-style guns. Those are the ones that really seem to be the ones that people use to do the big damage. Nobody's out there with a hunting rifle doing damage.
But what's funny is when you visit a place like that with someone who's like, say, from New York City, and they see these guys walking along the side of the road with their hunting rifles and just absolutely freaked out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are those guys doing over there with the guns? It was like, it's deer hunting season, dude. It's deer hunting season.
You don't see that on the streets in the city.
Exactly. You don't see that. But up in, the farmland of Wisconsin?
Yeah, no big deal at all. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to leave far from here. Like where you and I live
in
Lake County, it's perfectly common. I would say that probably 75% of the households in Lake County probably have a weapon in it of some
Wouldn't
sort.
doubt it.
Yeah.
Same with Marion County.
Yeah, I would say any of the rural counties.
Yeah.
Maybe Orange not as
Sumter.
much. But, you never know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the percentage of gun ownership is in our audience. What do you think our audience's gun ownership is, Jack? Did we do this before?
No.
Yeah, put
I
it
don't
up there
think
real
so.
quick. Let's put that as the question of the day. If you guys want to
Is
get in
it
that.
Just do you own a gun?
Yeah, do you want a gun? Do we want a handgun, long gun?
No.
Yeah, just handgun. Yeah, handgun. That's fine. There you go. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text us at 77031. Although we're not going to get to this, one of the most interesting murder cases, I say get to it with Ray, because Ray's coming in a little bit. That mushroom murder case.
Yes.
Did you see that?
The one in Australia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've been following that one for a while because it's one of those.
She got found guilty.
Oh, okay. I hadn't seen that update.
She's guilty on all charges.
Yeah.
And what she did was she lured her in-laws and I guess a friend of theirs back to the house for a dinner and made them beef Wellington, which has what they call a duxelle, which is kind of reduced mushrooms reduced real down, and then they kind of wrap it up with the pastry. And she chose mushrooms from a field that she had no prior knowledge of, supposedly.
Right.
She said she was just making an innocent dinner and made a mistake, but I guess some of the evidence they had led her to believe that she not only knowingly murdered them, but lured them there with the enticement of the meal.
Destroyed evidence, lied.
Yeah, the whole nine yards.
A bunch of stuff. Now, her ex-husband didn't go. He's like, no, I don't think so.
He was sick, wasn't he, or something?
Yeah, but his parents, his sister, and her husband went, and the sister and parents died. The husband to the sister survived, and he testified against her in court.
Right, yeah.
Wow. And he said she had a different color plate than they did.
Oh,
yeah. It is kind of crazy. Matter of fact, they know that she went to get the mushrooms because somebody posted online, hey, these deadly mushrooms are over in this place. Like, be careful or something like that. And that's where she knew where they were. That's when she went to get them.
Okay.
Somebody actually posted online that there was a location for a public website that there were some deadly mushrooms in that area.
Yeah, because if you've ever had a dog that likes to eat, wild mushrooms off the ground, or you think you're going to go home and make a delicious salad.
Yeah, she said her lawyers were arguing that this was just a, quote, terrible accident that occurred when the woman tried to improve the taste of the meal, but there was just way too much evidence. And it was overwhelming. Yeah, after 10 weeks, it was a 10-week long.
That is crazy.
Yeah, mushrooms. And I have them growing in my yard right now like crazy.
Do you really?
Yeah, because of all the wet.
They used to call arsenic inheritance powder.
Did they really?
That's what they used to call arsenic.
How crazy is that? She killed Don Patterson, which is her father-in-law, Gail Patterson, which would have been her mother-in-law, and Heather Wilkinson, I guess, which was one of their sisters. So I guess it would have been an aunt.
It's their daughter, but she was married to Mr. Wilkinson, who
and that
went,
was his,
and he survived.
Right. Wow, he looks pretty old. She was old. I mean,
poison mushrooms will age him.
Yeah, Victoria, Australia. Beef Wellington was served.
That makes her officially a serial killer.
And man, those mushrooms do not play around. Have you ever seen any of those survival shows? I know, Jack, you were a big survivor.
Mm-hmm.
And in the early seasons of that, I don't know if they just tempted those people to do it or whatever, because they didn't have any food. They were out there in the middle of nowhere, and a couple of these dudes just ate wild mushrooms out of nowhere, and it was not good.
Yeah.
I mean, within seconds, this guy's like, my throat is closing up.
Oh, my gosh.
Like within seconds, they had to bring in the med, and it was a mess. The mushrooms
do not mess with that stuff.
I don't even. They're in my yard right now. I just kick them out of there. I don't even care.
This woman in Australia invited the ex-husband. He canceled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, and he survived.
Wow.
He survived.
Wow. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text us, 77031. Green is your 5 o'clock keyword. That's GREEN. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec with trivia. Load them up. It's time to give it away.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
He didn't even mention to us that he was doing this.
Did you just get a studio apartment Airbnb? Or imagine you have multiple rooms, don't you?
It's a small house.
Mm-hmm.
A small house?
You and Sean would have to share a room.
Feet to head?
No, not a bed, a room.
No, you can't.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings.
Florida State is bringing in a top-tier recruit. 5-star cornerback Chauncey Cannon committed to the Seminoles yesterday over Florida, Miami, and Georgia. After salvaging their set in Minnesota, the Rays are on to Detroit for the start of a 3-game series tonight. Shane Boz takes the ball there for Tampa. And the NBA's first-ever 7-team trade is in the books now, highlighted by 15-time All-Star Kevin Durant's move from Phoenix to Houston. I'm Scott Davidson.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 or older. Age and eligibility vary by jurisdiction.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. These guys were in Miami for years, came up here about a year and a half ago or so, set up shop, and man, immediately hit the ground running, saving lives. I think the last count was well over 100. But look, man, that doesn't even shock me the least, because when you get into Life Imaging FLA and you see the images that you get of your heart, you can tell immediately when there are issues. And when you talk about being proactive as opposed to being reactive, in other words, reactive, you're waiting for a symptom. You're waiting for an ache or a pain or something like that. Being proactive means you get into Life Imaging FLA right now, you get this free heart scan, then you know exactly what's going to happen. And here's the cool thing. If they do find some issues, you've caught it early. That's a big step. Then you can take this information to your primary care doctor. You guys build that plan and keep you around for years. And remember, no dyes. You don't take off your clothes. This entire process only takes a few minutes. Don't wait. Do what I did, what my wife did, what my in-laws have done. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And while you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection does save lives. Here's how you make your appointment. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say that keyword free heart scan. That is all. Pound 250, say that keyword free heart scan. You will be connected in seconds. Make that call today and make this the year you finally take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Mecum Auctions returns to Kissimmee July 9th through 12th with 1,500 vehicles up for auction, including muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rods, customs, and more. Join us for the fun, fast-paced, high-energy Mecum experience. For avid collectors, first-time buyers, and enthusiasts of all ages, there's something for everyone. Become a bidder and get ready to bring home your dream car. Registration and tickets are available at Mecum.com. That's Mecum.com.
And we're back talking all things connectivity with Spectrum customers Kev and Melissa. So tell us, how long have you been with Spectrum, and how important is a reliable internet connection?
We've been Spectrum customers since we moved 12 years ago. The first thing we did is sign up for Spectrum Internet.
You get a lease, you get Wi-Fi.
Yes,
immediately.
We need that. We had Spectrum Wi-Fi before our couch got here.
That's true. That's a true story.
I'll sleep on the floor, but I won't go to bed with no internet.
You heard it here. Switch to Spectrum now.
Looking to save some? Then contact Eustace Roofing. Right now, they are offering 10% off new roof installations now until July 31st. Invest in your home's future and get a free estimate at eustaceroofing.com.
I'm Keith LeClaire, founder and owner of International Diamond Center.
Want to hear a great American dream story? Get Keith LeClaire talking about starting IDC over 40 years ago with a few $100s and some gold chains.
I started this business with 8 gold chains. Now we have inventory valued at well over $200 million and over 500,000 satisfied customers.
Indeed, IDC has earned a stellar reputation in the national jewelry industry, able to attract the finest brands and command the best supplier pricing.
People here trust us because we are the real deal. Best product, fair pricing, ironclad warranties, and no pressure atmosphere.
A big part of that success is staying true to Keith's core values: integrity, honesty, transparency, and a genuine, unwavering commitment to customer care.
Part of the blessing of being in this business is we get to share in these happy points of other people's lives. My job is to continue to protect you today, tomorrow, and God willing, 3 generations down.
International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs Mall of Millennia and Waterford Lakes.
In a market full of noise, trust the Nickley Group to give you straight answers and smart real estate advice. The Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Thinking of buying or selling a home quickly? Just call Nickley and tell them Jim Colbert told you to call. Nobody does guaranteed cash offer on your home better than the Nickley Group. Get your own team of local experts. Secure more money twice as fast. Real experts that get real results. The Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Visit thenickley.com.
Greenway Kia is under new management. With 3 convenient locations across Central Florida and one of the area's largest inventories, we want to see you in a Kia. Upgrade your summer adventure in a hot new 2025 Kia K4 LXS. Lease it for $119 a month for 24 months with $36.25 due at signing and 0 security deposit. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Kia. Click or visit greenwaykias.com today.
Qualified applicants through KFA. Includes $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, title, license, $899 dealer, $249.50 doc fee. Expires 7/15/25.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Want to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Pick up your phone and text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Looking to upgrade your yard? Fence Outlet specializes in stunning new fence installations at competitive prices. Don't just fence in your yard, transform it. Quality fences that add style, privacy, and an upgrade to every home. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
Are you ready for some locked-in summer value? At Sam's Club until July 22nd, prices are held on over 1,000 items, including must-haves like sunscreen and ice cream. Go sign up for a membership and join Sam's Club today at samsclub.com/join.
Car crash? Call Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, how's it, Ohana? On this Monday, me and Mr. Kikeda coming in as a referee on this ice with soda thing. Look, it's really very simple. The only way to drink a non-diet soda, no fake sugar, is to pour it over a specific kind of ice that you can't make in your freezer. You gotta get them from the store. Simple, that's it. Aloha.
Aloha.
Oh, wow, he's just kissing your ass up and down, isn't he?
Aloha, guy who obviously knows everything and is right and correct.
Oh, I love me a tall glass of ice with some cold Coke poured right on top. Oh, it tastes so good for like the first 3 minutes. Oh man, it's so good.
The greatest.
And to back Jack up, a tall glass of ice with some milk poured on it. By the time you put the milk back in the fridge, you just chug the whole glass so you don't water down the milk. That's
Go away.
the best.
No, just go away.
Like a meal right
Go
before
away.
bed.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Real Radio 104.1. Green is your 5 o'clock keyword. That's GREEN. Very dramatic rejoin music.
Very.
Don't
feel
be
like scared.
I should be running across a plane with a spear.
Yeah. War paint. No shirt.
Yep. Just go to realradio.fm and send off green. That
Just the
is
hair on your back.
your 5 o'clock keyword. Just wisping in the wind.
Wearing a kilt.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
More of a loincloth.
Jackie is here, and he has the Jackie sack.
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety clack, clickety clack.
Listen up. I've got a lot to tell you about the prizes we have because today is a big day.
It is.
We have a 4-pack of tickets to the Orlando Science Center. DC Superheroes, where you can discover your superpowers, is an interactive, action-packed exhibit now at the Orlando Science Center. They've got cool science to beat the summer heat. Go to osc.org for more. That's not all. How about also a couple of tickets to Taste Central Florida?
Nice.
Jimmy, this is where you are going to be this Saturday night.
Absolutely.
July 12th at the Orlando World Center Marriott. Taste Central Florida, the area's most anticipated culinary event, where it returns and at the World Center Marriott, where Jim will be. Jana from XL will be joining you, and a bunch of amazing food. The annual event will showcase the talents of Central Florida's top chefs, restaurants, and beverage purveyors. If you want more details, visit tastecfl.org. But that's not all.
Holy cow.
I reach back in to the Jackie sack.
That's a full sack.
And I pull out a pair of one-day Walt Disney World tickets.
Yay!
Indulge.
Wow, look at that.
You can indulge in Florida-inspired dishes and drinks at Disney Springs, Flavors of Florida, now through August 10th, and enter for your chance to win Walt Disney World Getaway from Real Radio 104.1. Get more info and contest rules on our website, realradio.fm/contest. That's a pair of tickets to Walt Disney World, baby. That is your Jackie sack.
Not bad at all. I love that.
That is a great prize, and
Sure
that
is.
means back to you, clickety-clack.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, young
Let's
lady.
do 5. It is a Monday.
5 it is. Let's go to Shelly. Shelly, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Want to play a little game with us, Shelly?
Sure do.
All right.
Is he the puzzle master? Or is he the guy who's currently writing today's game? Can he be both? Let's find out. It's time for JCS Trivia.
All right, Shelly, this is a very easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true. It is a lie. And if you can find it, man, the old Jackie sack is full of some pretty cool stuff today.
Yeah, it is.
So choose what you like. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. It's National Koi Fish Day.
Aw.
That's right. It's National Koi Fish Day. Here are 3 fun facts about koi fish and 1 Japanese restaurant pond of alive. Because I'm telling you that Kobe in Altamont has some damn koi fish. Oh, man, oh, man. All right, we're talking about koi fish. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, the largest koi fish on record was 5 feet long and weighed 120 pounds. Number 2, koi fish can live to be 100 years old. However, the oldest known koi fish lived to be 226 years old. Number 3, koi fish are very intelligent. They will respond to a name and eat from their owner's hand.
Oh, I got to get some koi
Or
fish.
lastly, koi fish can get sunburned. Which of those is a lie?
Number 2.
No, that's absolutely true.
Oh, sorry.
The one that lived to be 226 years old was born in 1741 and I think died in the 90s.
Whoa.
Or the 70s. I forget how it works out, but it was a ridiculous number.
That is crazy.
Koi fish older than our country.
Yeah, no doubt.
For sure. Who is next?
We're going to
Dev?
go number 2.
Number 2 is Alex. Alex, how you doing?
All right, Jimmy. What's happening?
Doing great, buddy. We're talking about koi fish. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, the largest koi fish on record was 5 feet long and weighed 120 pounds. Number 2, koi fish are very intelligent. They will respond to a name and eat from their owner's hand. Or lastly, koi fish can get sunburned.
Oh, man. I think they were heavier. That first one, 5 feet long, 100. I think there was 200-pound fish, wasn't there?
Is that the one you're going with? Is that your answer?
Yeah, I got to go with that. Yeah.
Number 1?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the one, buddy. You're a winner.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Yeah,
Thought that one out.
the actual biggest koi fish ever was 4 feet long and weighed 90 pounds.
Okay.
Still pretty darn big. I'm going to put you on hold there. You are a winner.
Congratulations.
Enjoy whatever, buddy. You can pick anything out of there today, man.
Exactly.
That's for sure. Koi fish are very intelligent and they can respond to a name.
Which is so cool.
And they will eat from their owner's hand. They actually know all that stuff. Very smart. And then lastly, koi fish can get sunburned. And that's why you see usually koi fish ponds will have shade.
Right, yeah.
Because they have to.
Yeah, they do. Not only that, and the raptors.
Yeah. And I was about to say the other thing is this. There are over how many
velociraptors?
Well,
Hawks, eagles.
It is kind of an interesting piece to this, though. There are over how many koi fish patterns?
14.
100.
Yeah, 200.
200.
200 fish patterns. A female koi fish can lay 50,000 eggs while spawning. And
There you
then,
go.
like you said, koi fish have a very hard time in the wild because of their bright colors, which make them easy target for predators. What do you think one of the number 1 predators is of koi fish?
House cats.
That's one of them.
Yeah,
Really?
house cats.
House cats, raccoons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, raccoons are the worst animal on planet Earth. They eat everything. They're terrible. They kill for fun. They're the
not
worst.
terrible.
No, they are. And I'm going to tell you why they're
bandits.
terrible.
That's why they wear a mask, Deb.
They're terrible because they're so
not
cute.
listening.
And then they're deadly. That's the bad thing. They're cute. They lure you in, and then they eat your face.
Yeah.
Or your koi fish.
And you can't even identify them when it's on.
Same drawing every single time. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text us at 77031. All right, we'll take a little break, come back, and talk about the Epstein files a little bit. We'll do that next.
The Real Radio Summer of Laughs continues with Night 2 of the Mount Dora Summer Night Series with Ryan Holmes from the Monsters in the Morning, July 12th. Details at realradio.fm/comedy.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
There's a crash blocking all lanes on State Road 434 near University Boulevard. Keep an eye out for a crash on State Road 408 westbound before I-4 slowing down traffic. Off to the shoulder, there's an accident getting cleared up on US 27 northbound at Florence Villa Grove Road there. Traffic slowing down on all the major roadways tonight, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Starbucks. Savor every last drop of summer with Starbucks. From bold refreshers to rich cold brews, the sunniest season only gets better with a handcrafted iced beverage in your hand. Available for a limited time. Your summer favorites are ready at Starbucks.
And you upgrade your phone, you upgrade your car. Why in hell are you still stuck with outdated vision? Glasses and contacts, that's old tech, man. At the Filatowski Eye Institute, they bring you the ultimate upgraded clearer vision, and they do it every single day. Ditch the hassle. Level up your life. Schedule a free consult today with the Filatowski Eye Institute. Simply dial pound 250 and say better vision. That's pound 250. Say better vision.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Summer is in full swing here in Florida, complete with lots of sunshine, heat, and humidity. Perfect ingredients for the beach, right? But really tough on your old windows and doors. No problem, though. Replace them with the beautiful designs from Renewal by Andersen. One reason is longevity. Unlike traditional vinyl, Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim windows and doors use Fibrex, which doesn't warp, crack, or degrade over time, meaning your windows and doors are going to last a lot longer. As Stephanie says, the appointment from beginning to end was amazing. Very friendly and knowledgeable, would recommend them to anyone. Renewal by Andersen has a great deal to help you get started. Buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th free, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Call Renewal by Andersen today for your free design consultation. It's simple. Dial pound 250 from your cell phone. That's pound 250. Say the keyword best windows and be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
There's no such thing as a fender bender when it comes to motorcycle accidents.
More than 80% of crashes result in catastrophic injuries. Injuries that require experienced attorneys ready to fight for you. We are, and we will.
Farah and Farah, Orlando.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Since 2002, Precision Garage Door Service has been proudly serving the Orlando community. Noisy garage door? Get our quiet door deal where you buy a belt drive motor and get free rollers. Worried about the weather? Understood. Get a tune-up and roller replacement for your garage door today. Want to give your house a glow up? Got you covered. Get a new garage door and get 20% off. Local and reliable, Precision Garage Door Service of Orlando provides same-day service. Visit us online or call Precision Garage Door Service of Orlando today. Precision Garage Door. Garage doors done right.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Good afternoon, morning, Colbert Carew. All right, so I hope everyone had a safe and fun 4th of July and is back this Monday with all 10 of their fingers. But also, Jimmy, out of that survey, 700,000+ people surveyed, 1% to 0.5% still bring guns to school, 1% is 7,000, 0.5% is 3,500. So we have 3,500 kids bringing guns to school. If that's not a problem, I don't know what is.
It is terrifying, buddy. I agree.
Thursdays, JCS, Mount Dora question of the day. Does anybody remember where we parked?
Got lucky that day. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, CASH, C-A-S-H. That is your 6 o'clock keyword. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000 cash, guys. That is your 6 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We hope you win for sure.
Get that money.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Good evening.
And for everybody who did show up at Mount Dora and hang out with us there at the Artery, thank you so much. It was so much fun. And by the way, that crew stuck around for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, we get off there at 7. I don't think we left there until 10 or so, and they were still mostly there throughout the evening.
But thanks to Suzanne and Jerry at the Artery and their whole staff. It was just
simply amazing.
That was a lot of fun.
If you ever get a chance to get out there, slide by, grab yourself a beer and a bite to eat. They do a damn good job.
Yeah,
so
food is good.
The Artery in Mount Dora there. They also have one in Sanford, and they're working on a couple new locations.
2 on the way
as
for
well.
sure. And if you love to eat great food, I implore you to join me this weekend for Taste of Central Florida. Returns to the Orlando World Marriott Center July 12th. That's this Saturday. I'll be there along with Jana from XL 106.7. 75 of the best chefs, restaurants, and beverage experts will be on hand. Now, somebody texted early and said, do they bring you stuff at a table? That is not the case. You walk in and you walk around and just kind of meander about and find stuff that you think is good. I would say that you want to listen to maybe Primetime Kitchen this Friday. We're going to get a list from Fayez of the places that are must visits.
Oh, good.
And you'll be able to kind of tell what's going on out there with that. It's from 6 until 11, so you'll have plenty of time to nosh and eat, plenty of live entertainment. Going to be a great time, all to support Second Harvest Food Bank and the Coalition for the Homeless. Taste CFL, that's taste, the letter C, FL.org. Grab your tickets. It is going to be one of the premier tasting events all year long, and it's all for a great cause as well. So we hope to see you there for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Epstein files, guys.
There's nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
Nope.
So one of the big questions about the whole Epstein files thing is, well, if there's not a client list, and that's the big thing, right? That's the big crux of this entire case. Well, did he commit suicide? Was there a client list? Were there very powerful politicians and business people and movers and shakers globally who went to Epstein's Island for some nefarious stuff with underage girls, right? That's the big question, is it not?
Yeah.
Right? So somebody texted in earlier, and I'd heard this argument today. So if there was no trafficking and there was no list, why is Ghislaine Maxwell in prison?
For 20 years.
Because of the one girl, Virginia Guffrey, right? Who's now passed away?
Well, I don't think they're claiming there's no trafficking.
Oh, no? But I mean, so why would, okay, so if what they're saying is this, okay, if you went to that island, they're saying nothing went on.
I don't know who's saying that. I'm saying they just said there's no list. They're not saying Jeffrey Epstein was innocent.
No. I didn't say that they did. What they're saying, one of the big cruxes of this case is that he had names of very powerful people that would go to that island, and he used that for extortion.
Okay.
Or for
apparently she had a little black book of contacts.
Right.
With the names of, like you were saying, Jimmy, globally.
Yeah.
Prince Andrew, right?
I mean, we know Bill Gates was on the list.
Right.
We know a number of movers and shakers who's on that list.
So do you remember?
Or been on the plane.
2 months ago or whatever, when Attorney General Pam Bondi had those big white binders released, and it was going to be the releasing of the Epstein case files.
And then she got slammed for it
because it ended up being nothing more than what we already had.
We already had it. And then, of course, she said there were thousands of videos to be seen. And now no evidence of that anywhere. No evidence that they've shown any of those or any even pieces of it.
Well, also, after he died, it had come out that a couple of guards on duty were asleep and the camera system wasn't working.
Right.
But then today they came out and said, yeah, he definitely killed himself. Here's the video. It shows no one going in and no one coming out.
Right.
It's like, well, how did you get that video when years ago it apparently didn't exist?
Right. And another thing, too, it says after a months-long review of the evidence in the government's possession, the Justice Department determined that no further disclosure would be appropriate or warranted.
Yeah, the case is closed.
And this was a big part of, their whole thing. Like, the Epstein files were, a big part of this entire campaign, getting him out there, being transparent. Me and Kash Patel are going to put it all out there. You're going to be able to see everything. We have nothing to hide. And now, not only are they saying that, there's no list, there never was a list. This, you got to remember, it wasn't 2 months ago when she did that whole binder release thing. We're going to give you everything you need, 10,000 pages,
all the
thousands of videos, all the names are going to be right there.
Yep.
Then nothing.
And the weirdest part is that not only was it nothing, but just out of the blue on some random day, they announced, the DOJ and FBI announced, case is closed. Epstein killed himself.
Nothing to see here.
There is no client list.
Right. The 2-page memo bore the logos of the Justice Department and the FBI, but was not signed by anybody. So the memo and the statement were not signed by anybody.
I'm not putting my name on it.
It had the logos of the FBI and the Justice Department, no signature near it.
Texter writes, let me clear this up for you, Jimmy. Guys investigating themselves clear themselves in wrongdoing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it works.
It says the conservatives who have sought proof of a government cover-up of Epstein's activities and death expressed outrage today over the department's position. Far-right influencer, I'm not going to say this douchebag's name, says, we all were told more was coming. The answers were out there, and it would be provided, but they haven't done that at all. Matter of fact, they've kept it completely to themselves and have told nothing. They just released the same files they've already released. And by the way, the people questioning this aren't like crazy liberals who are looking to attack. This is like Pete Ducey asked this question to Caroline Leavitt this morning in the press conference.
Well, that's
like
why
a Fox correspondent asked.
This has been that was a big part of the campaign promises.
Right.
You know, cleaning up the swamp.
The client list hubbub began when Bondi was asked in a Fox News interview whether the department would release such a document. She said, quote, it's sitting on my desk right now to review. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt and the Justice Department spokesperson Chad Gilmartin said Monday that Bondi was referring to the overall Epstein case files.
Overall.
She also claimed there were 10,000 downloaded videos and images of illegal child sex abuse material and other pornography. Now, of course, they don't have to release that. That would be illegal. But, I mean, no verification at all. I mean, even Kash Patel couldn't answer these questions when he was on Rogan the other day. I mean, we're never going to know. I mean, you're never going to know. I mean, this is going to be one of those things we're never going to answer the questions. No legal movement could ever do it. Here's the thing. You can't automatically think that this is going to hurt or help any one side politically.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I don't believe that a number of the people that we know there were not conservative. Bill Gates is not a conservative. He was definitely on that plane. We know that.
I think for conservative voters, it's a bigger issue. The business people, politics had nothing to do with that. That's just all about money.
And it's where did the plane go? Because in and of itself, being on the plane is not guilt, because he also used that, Jeffrey Epstein used that plane to endear himself to more people. And they would go trips, whether it was...
They would use it all the time.
Yeah.
You would call up and ask him if you could use the plane.
Yeah.
The thing that's sketchy about it too is, like, you know, when you think about Gates, Bill Gates specifically, and I'm not leveraging any aspersions here by any means, but I mean, he lost a marriage over this.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he lost a 20-plus year marriage over this, over his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, and it wasn't even cool. Melinda Gates kind of said it.
Did she?
Yeah, she did. She basically said that his relationship was very uncomfortable and very disappointing, and she never wanted to be around him again, and questioned why he would continue to do business with him and be affiliated with him in any way, shape, or form. Did you see the interview when he was asked about it? How uncomfortable he got during that?
No.
You should watch that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, dude locks up. I mean, completely locks up.
If his ex-wife is saying that, then that's pretty significant.
Yeah,
she was saying that's just kind of what eroded the trust issues and then the intimacy.
Because he also had this relationship with someone who was still at Microsoft as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess his whole thing and his whole connection, I'm not going to make this about Bill Gates by any means, but his whole connection with Epstein, because I guess Epstein had teased the idea that he was going to fund some of these the clean water initiatives that Bill Gates had going in Africa at that point. Not only clean water, but I guess sanitation in general.
Right.
He wanted to start, and Epstein, I guess, had shown some interest in helping finance or providing some funds for that. That was his excuse for being around him all the time. Or, at least a few times.
Right. That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
And I saw something on X today. Of course, you can never believe anything on X. I would triple, double vet anything I saw on X, but there was something out there this morning about a minute of the footage being gone.
Right.
Yeah. 1 minute of the footage being gone. I don't know how they would even tell that. I guess maybe through an edit, but I mean, you would have to have seen it. I saw some footage today of him being walked through a general population or gathering area of a jail. I could only assume it was down there.
What's interesting is...
Or up here.
I mean, it is on Twitter, but Jeffrey Epstein victim Virginia Guffrey in her diary, quote, I used to be watched by Epstein's hidden cameras, which I have seen myself. The FBI have the archive footage showing me being abused by other men used as blackmail. So where is the list of the men who are shown in the FBI's footage abusing her?
Look, here's the thing. That's the thing that's kind of crazy, right? So they know who's on. I mean, they know.
Yeah.
They could tell you if they wanted to because there is endless video footage of every single square inch of that house, apparently, and his apartment as well. And it's creepy. Like in the house, the apartment in New York, the brownstone in New York, and then the house on the island, they both were just completely wired through and through with cameras. That thing in the Bahamas, do you remember seeing that, the overhead shots of that? They said you couldn't get near one of the rocks of the beach without being known. And there was an entire security team that surrounded the island perpetually. The people in the Bahamas made fun. They called it the Lolita Express.
If you can identify the people on January 6th from the videos, you ought to be able to identify these people.
Right.
So you could arrest them. We could feel good for a minute before you pardon them.
Right. Well, I don't know if it'd be pardoned. But
we didn't think that was going to happen on the January 6th.
That'd be a tough pardon there for sure. I would think. Here's the thing. You macing a cop is way different than you having sex with a 15-year-old. So I don't know I don't know if that's bounce backable. I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Don't forget your 6 o'clock keyword is cash. That's CASH. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Our buddy Ray Trenley from TK Law is next.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a crash getting cleared up on State Road 434 near University Boulevard. Traffic slowing down due to an accident on State Road 408 westbound before that I-4 exit there. Off to the shoulder, there's a crash getting cleared up on US 27 northbound near Florenceville Grove Road. Traffic's piling up on all the major roadways tonight. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. When you're trying to find quality candidates, all the searching, screening, and interviewing can become a job itself. You need Indeed, the all-in-one platform that makes it easy to interview, screen, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Guys, real estate market trends are an extremely local thing because market conditions and trends will greatly vary from one area to another. And that's why it's important not to pay attention to national headlines, especially when you hear, oh, the housing market is soft. I mean, nobody's buying out there. That is not the case for Central Florida, man. In Central Florida, homes not only still selling for record prices. That's if you have the right team behind you. And, of course, that is the Nickley Group. These guys are awesome, getting about 6% more on average for their listings than their competitors, and even better, selling those listings twice as fast as their competitors. You heard me right. That means more money in your pocket faster with the Nickley Group. And I'll tell you this, if you're a buyer, nobody is going to scour all of Central Florida to look for that perfect house that checks all the boxes for you and your family like the Nickley Group. You will see one realtor, but behind that realtor is a complete team of guys and girls doing everything it takes to make sure you have all the information to make the best decision for you and your family. And their VIP program just makes it that much better. Free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies. They even have an early access program that gets you into off-market properties before they even get listed. But if you don't want to do with any of that, you just want to get your money and move forward, they got you covered there as well. Go to their website, get a guaranteed cash offer for your home. No showings, no open houses. You could close that deal in just 14 days. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
Eustace Roofing. New roof, no mess.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th, streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Greenway Kia is under new management. With 3 great locations across Central Florida and one of the area's largest selections, we want to see you in a Kia. Upgrade your summer adventure in a brand new 2025 Kia Sportage EX. Lease it for just $149 per month for 24 months with $39.95 due at signing and 0 security deposit. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Kia. Visit greenwaykias.com today.
Qualified applicants through KFA. Includes $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax title license, $899 dealer, and $249.50 doc fee. Expires 7/15/25.
Divorce can feel like a minefield. One wrong step, and your finances, your family, and your future could suffer. Before making a big decision, talk to the attorneys at TK Law. We can help you navigate the legal process, protecting what matters most. With better representation, you get better results. Call TK Law today and take the first step toward a smarter, more secure future. Visit onefirmforlife.com. Offices in Altamont Springs. That's onefirmforlife.com.
Mecum Auctions returns to Kissimmee July 9th through 12th with 1,500 vehicles up for auction, including muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rods, customs, and more. Join us for the fun, fast-paced, high-energy Mecum experience. For avid collectors, first-time buyers, and enthusiasts of all ages, there's something for everyone. Become a bidder and get ready to bring home your dream car. Registration and tickets are available at Mecum.com. That's Mecum.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Do you have information about a violent crime? Help solve crimes with your anonymous tips at crimeline.org. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your tips make a difference. Say it here. It's anonymous at crimeline.org. Paid by CSTF.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hey, fellas, Russ Rollins here. Man, I feel so much better now that I got my testosterone all under control thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Listen, if you have, low T, you can start for free now with Red Mountain Weight Loss. For a limited time, they're going to waive the startup fee. How cool is that? Listen, you'll gain muscle, lose fat, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Guys, real testosterone is available only by prescription, so go to Red Mountain Weight Loss to get yours. If you feel sluggish, if you lose focus all the time, if you have trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. Truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. That's terrible. Listen, they can help you with that. Increase your testosterone, have more energy, build muscle mass, and you're going to sleep a whole lot better. It improves your mental focus, also improve your sex drive. That's a game changer. It really is. Save $200 for a limited time and start your testosterone therapy with no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or hit pound 250 from your cell phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's what's trending now on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
All right, if you're building your perfect summer playlist, just open the iHeartRadio app because we've got all the summer vibes you need. We have every playlist and station you could want for pool days, road trips, beach hangs, all of it. Plus, Dollywood Radio is now on iHeartRadio. Yes, the park you know and love has its own radio station. So yeah, your summer soundtrack, we got it handled.
Explore the latest. Open the free iHeartRadio app and see what's trending now.
Tired of taking allergy pills every day to treat your allergies? Aspire Allergy and Sinus has helped thousands, including me, who spent years suffering before finally doing something. Like Erin, whose migraines were alleviated almost immediately after her sinus surgery with Aspire. Or Julie, who didn't even realize it was allergy season because she felt so much better after taking her allergy drops. Fixing your allergies is easier than you think it is. Go to AspireAllergy.com to set your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Reese Impact Windows are guaranteed for life and transferable when you sell. ReeseWindows.com.
comes with moving pictures. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Hey, did anybody else see the lightning strike that detonated all the fireworks in Sanford on the 4th?
My kid was near it.
We were right there. My wife and I were sitting in our food truck waiting to get clearance to open, and we were facing the water and watched the lightning strike, and then we watched all those fireworks go off all at once.
Wow.
Pretty wicked. It resulted in a pretty slow night for us, but it was pretty wicked.
Ah, man. Could you imagine? Yeah, my daughter wasn't far from that when it happened. She actually told me, she goes, I was standing right there when the lightning struck that fireworks display in Sanford, sent it all up in the afternoon. Oh my God, tens of thousands of dollars.
All gone.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Hope you're enjoying this smooth jam.
Brought to you by Jam Master Jack.
Cash is your 6 o'clock keyword. That's CASH. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yep.
Every Monday around 6:20, this gentleman joins us. He runs TK Law. That's a law firm here in town. OneFirmForLife.com is the website. Their offices are easy to find right there in Altamont Springs. You guys give it up for the very friendly, very lovely Mr. Ray Trinley.
Yay! Yay! Woohoo!
You know,
he's back, baby.
I don't want to take credit for it, but I think I've got all my friends on Yacht Rock now.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got Yacht Rock Sundays going, and now it's channel on my phone. And
Jack should do you should do some kind of promotion with that. I don't know why you don't. I was thinking about that today. That you should do a Yacht Rock promotion and invite people to come out and do it up with a bar and do some drinks and have some fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Definitely, that's what I need. More work.
Hey, just push that brand, baby.
Hey, that's
Everybody
it.
loves it.
You're not wrong.
Captain
I
Jack.
got the hat.
Yeah.
You got everything. How you doing, buddy? How was your trip? Everybody good?
My trip was good. Everybody's good. I'm a
Yeah.
little bumped and bruised, but other than that, I'm doing okay.
Are we sharing the story of your impending doom?
Yeah, we can. I told my wife the very vanilla version of the story where it's like, yeah, we hit a bump. I rolled down the side of a hill, but everybody's okay. Nothing's broken. So I shared that part with her, but
So in other words, you don't want to tell the story because you don't want to tell the.
no, I don't mind sharing with the listeners that I was being towed out of the mountains on a side by side that was not operable.
What's a side by side?
It's like a little ATV.
Yeah, like a giant go-kart you sit in with a roll cage and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Other than the fact that this one, the gear shifter cable snapped, so it was not able to power itself, and I volunteered to be the dummy, test dummy, to drive the towed-in vehicle, and so basically all the control I had was a steering wheel and an e-brake to help slow us down as we were going up and down these hills. And there was a pretty sharp turn, and my theory was if I let off the e-brake and went fast enough, I'd be able to hit this turn and we'd be able to make it.
Like the momentum would carry you through the turn.
That's right. I wasn't going fast enough. We were probably going like 12 miles per hour, I'm estimating, as we're going down, hitting this turn. And the first vehicle made the bend. We still had too much slack between two vehicles.
Oh, no.
And the winch snapped. It was like a 2,000-pound winch snapped. The cable.
And where did you go?
And so the vehicle I was in decided to pivot, going onto two wheels and then onto the roof. And then we slid down a drainage ditch upside down. Which, you see it in movies all the time, like where people are upside down in the car, and they're like hanging.
It's like no biggie.
They're hanging there, and it's like, it is incredibly disorienting.
Yeah, it is.
And
And people wonder how people can't get out of those seatbelts and stuff. Like when they go in the water, you simply do not understand. There was a 60 Minutes piece about this years ago about how difficult it is. Even if you quite know you're very capable, it's just so disorienting to know where you are when you release the belt. What's going to happen then?
it probably took me, and so first, because we're in this drainage, there was water coming down from this spring-fed little stream, and so I'm getting hit with water. And I immediately thought my head was bleeding. Any injuries I've ever had to my head, I don't really feel them.
Right,
you just see blood and you know that you're hurt.
Right.
So I immediately went to a rock hit me in the head and I'm bleeding. So that took me about 10 or 15 seconds to check around and make sure I wasn't bleeding, and then realized I was upside down. As soon as I take my seatbelt off, I'm gonna fall down.
Well, lucky you're safe, dude.
Yeah.
wait. We're not done here. So, counselor, you were obviously wearing your seatbelt harness. You were saying
Seatbelt.
we. You were saying we. Were you alone in this vehicle?
No, my brother-in-law was riding it with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and he was also strapped in.
Both wearing seatbelts. That was the best idea we had of this whole situation.
Now, did he get injured while you were driving?
No. He was. I mean, he's a little.
Ray looks at me and goes, "No, he was not. He was not. I know where you're going with this."
He's a little bit younger. Able to bounce back a little bit quicker.
Very nice.
But we survived. We were able to get the machine on 2 wheels.
What about the vehicle that was towing you? Were they not back like immediately, or?
I mean, they were able to. I mean, we slid down, so they had to climb down the mountain to get to us.
It took a while.
We got down there really fast. It was probably 3 seconds from us at the top to us at the bottom.
What was that distance?
He said like
probably about 50 or 60 feet.
And how are you feeling now? Are you
bruised?
They're sore.
Were you scared a little bit when that was going down? You had to have been a little bit, right?
No, it happened so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I was more scared as I was upside down, checking myself.
Sure, yeah.
But everything else happened so fast. Like, you just tighten up, right? You just tense up. And
That's one of my worst fears ever, is like going over the edge of a mountain or something like that. That's literally one of my. I have a recurring nightmare about it.
If it was the turn before that, there would have been nothing stopping us until we hit the rocks on the bottom.
Oh, that would have been bad news.
So fortunately, it was this drainage culvert that had a down tree in it that just happened to stop us.
Bro, listen.
Yeah.
Not a good decision.
Nope. And then we were like, we immediately jumped to, okay, how do we get this machine out?
Right, exactly.
Which we were able to do in a couple hours. And
that's cool.
Some redneck ingenuity
Winch?
with a chainsaw. Well, the winch snapped.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, so we had to get some chains, and we had to get a neighbor's machine to.
I know that it's so funny you kept saying chainsaw. The one thing I did learn while in Maine, moose hunters carry a small chainsaw with them, because what it is, they have there's this winch that you can drive with a chainsaw motor, and it's got the gear ratio, so that you can hook it up to a tree and drag a moose through the forest if you've killed it. Because you can't. I mean, they're 1,200, 1,300, 1,400 pounds. But this little chainsaw mower and this little winch thing they've created, you can take it everywhere you go and just drag it 100 feet at a time through the forest.
Well, in addition to using the chainsaw to cut trails, we also found the chainsaw helpful because the neighbor's machine that we were using got stuck. And we needed to use lumber to
to get it out.
Use a bottle jack to get it out.
Man, as
it was nearly sliding off the side of the mountain. It was not good conditions, but we had a week. It was rainy. Everything was
like
soft.
Crazy up there right now. It's getting destroyed up there right now.
Everything was soft and mushy, but we had a week. So it was like, okay, we got to get this stuff done. So we tried to power through it, and all kinds of bad decisions. You know, this is the problem growing up in Florida. Everything's with sand and everything's flat. Everything is easy.
You can't fall down here and die.
Right.
And everyone's like, look at Florida man over here.
That's right. I was wearing, not during these incidents, but I was wearing a lot of flip-flops. So
there you go.
Everybody knew I was from Florida.
All right, what do you have for us this week, buddy?
Well, we got a couple big lawsuits, one with the Supreme Court, and one we've been following and tracking. So the first one is the New York Times lawsuit against OpenAI. So as a reminder for those that maybe don't remember or maybe weren't listening before, although they should have been, the New York Times has sued OpenAI, the owner of ChatGPT, and what they're alleging is that ChatGPT is allowing people to either, one, operate outside of paywalls, so get access to New York Times articles that are behind paywalls without paying. So that's one issue. And number two is copyright infringement, right? Which is people are inputting news stories and saying, write it like this person with the New York Times, and that both of those are violations of the law.
And AI just had a major win on this around this just a little while ago, did they not?
They did. And this is now a loss for them. So in the New York Times lawsuit, the issue was over access to these chats, right? So if anybody's not familiar with the way ChatGPT works, is you chat with it, you send it prompts, and you say, I want you to write this article. Here's the information. Help me figure it out. And then AI will help you do that, right? It's trying to help you as kind of an assistant would. Well, what ends up happening is people either mark those as temporary, so they disappear, or they delete them so they don't have access to it as evidence.
And no evidence of plagiarism or anything of that nature,
Exactly.
right? Or stealing copyrighted information.
And New York Times says we want access to those.
And you should have access to it.
And that's what the court said.
Yeah.
And so the U.S. District Court overseeing this lawsuit said, absolutely, you have access to it, and it's unlimited. So they're able to set parameters, which is another hearing is going to be set to set what parameters and search terms are going to be applied to this, but it's going to be unlimited. So, no matter what, no matter what level of access you have, no matter if it's a chat bot that I created or that OpenAI has created, they're going to have access to these logs and these reports in these chats.
And that's a major precedent, right? Because that's really what they were looking to do, right? Set a precedent that you couldn't use an AI chatbot to go in and rip off all of my proprietary information that I did the work for, I did the study for, I created the style of this writing, of this songwriting, whatever the case may be. This allows them to go in and really hyper search all of that stuff to make sure that nothing's been borrowed, even style, right?
Right. Exactly. All of that. All of that is relevant. And where this really becomes an issue is, and we saw this with the Twitter lawsuit with Elon Musk, however many years ago that was, is if there's evidence that OpenAI doesn't turn over some of these chats, that's going to lead to a separate lawsuit for destruction or spoliation of evidence.
Right.
And that can sometimes be, because it's punitive, double or 3 times the actual damages in the case.
Wow.
And so, conceptually, just think about all the users. We've seen this exponential growth and rise of AI, all the users inputting these chats that could be covered by this. If something is not disclosed, they could be massive, and it could conceptually bankrupt OpenAI, which is the biggest player in the AI
space,
generative space. Yeah.
Right. So let me ask though, it's interesting because you can use AI to create a chatbot, like a private chatbot.
Right.
So how are they going to police this if just instantly I can create a chatbot that's private to me? Is it just because if I use AI or OpenAI or any of the other major AI providers that they will know that? Or
yeah. So what the lawyers allege, and this is smart, right? This is good lawyering, was that when you sign up for your OpenAI ChatGPT account, it says that they will retain that information even if it's private, right? That's part of their user agreement. And so they're saying you've already stated contractually, legally, that you're going to maintain this.
Right.
So if you now pretend like you're going to not do that, you're violating your own user agreement, and now there's going to be a class action lawsuit against you.
So just simply by using the technology itself, you are now under the umbrella.
That's right.
Like you're buying that concert ticket, you are under the umbrella, right?
Yep.
The same type of scenario.
Yeah, and basically they were able to hold OpenAI's feet to the fire based off their own user agreement.
What about music when it comes into that play, music and imagery? Because I know that that's another thing being battled right now as AI is able to create jingles and music at the snap of a finger with little or no effort. You have to have no musical experience whatsoever to do it. But again, AI is creating tones and melodies and song structure that's based on human tones, melodies, and song structure. It only knows what we've taught it.
Well, and you're 100% right. So it's all derivative, right? Nothing is new or unique.
100%.
And that's normally a copyright violation. Well, this is where we're having some growing pains when it comes to the law. So the United States Trademark and Patent Office, which deals with copyright issues, has been undermanned, and there's nobody who's in charge of it right now under the federal government. And that's just part of the new administration not appointing somebody yet, which is at the worst possible time.
Right.
We also have some guidance from the USTPO that says nothing that you could create with AI is going to be protected intellectual property.
Right. If you create a song with AI, you can't say this is my song.
Correct.
Right. Even though you prompted it, even though you asked it, you really had nothing to do with it other than asking the machine to create it.
Correct. But we don't have anything about what happens when you violate that. So again, there's a lawsuit that's pending, I think, out of Texas, where they're alleging basically that OpenAI should be accountable for their users. And I believe that is...
Oof.
I believe that one is going in the direction of OpenAI's favor, where they're going to hold OpenAI accountable for the users. But we are going to see more and more of these lawsuits.
Wasn't that tried before with social media when it was initially launched? They tried to do this with Facebook. They tried to hold, I want to say Meta or whomever.
Yeah.
They tried to hold them responsible for what the users were saying and doing on their platform.
Correct. Yeah.
Because they were supposed to be policing that information or that those particular accounts.
Well, and the issue in that case was that they were policing some language, but not all language, right? And so, they, as a social media company, had created their own terms and conditions and policies on what they were going to enforce and not enforce. And the argument was, well, you're enforcing it in some cases, but not others.
Right.
So we're going to hold you accountable for these instances. So it is very similar. And I expect this just because of the way the law works. I expect that the courts are going to say we're not going to hold OpenAI accountable. But this is a little bit different in the sense that without this tool that OpenAI has created, we're picking on OpenAI because that's the current lawsuit we're dealing with. But because of these tools, people are now able to generate this music or this image that they wouldn't otherwise be able to do. So it's a little bit different, and maybe it comes out with a different outcome. But the legal system moves very slowly with new technology.
Sure,
we're seeing that here.
The internet hasn't really been reined in. I mean, you're still dealing with that. What's that? What's the law, Jack? That we have the title. What is it? Well, there's no regulation of the internet per se. Wasn't there a?
Yeah, I forget the term.
I forget the name of it as well. Yeah. But I mean, we've been working on that for 30 years.
The Communications Decency Act.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
So you're right. So the internet's been around since the early 90s, and we're still figuring it out legally. AI has been here for 5 years,
3 years. 5. I mean, I would think in general AI is just really recent. I would say the AI that we have access to that we could use on a daily basis probably no more than a year and a half.
Yeah,
or maybe more than that.
I think
just Chat GPT's only been out for 2 years.
It was out there. It's just become more. People are more aware of it, and it's a lot more user friendly with the bots.
Okay, hold on now. Chat GPT's been along more than 5 years.
Maybe no. Maybe Chat GPT 4 years.
Okay, yeah. I remember hearing about it, but I
signed up for it in 2023.
Just think, your Alexa is AI.
Right.
So, I mean, the technology is there. It's how we use it. And the current form of the chat bot has just been a few years where it's grown, where it's, it's the zeitgeist now.
ChatGPT was initially released on November 30th, 2022.
There you go.
All right. So
yeah.
That sounds about right.
2.5. Yeah.
It's just not that long at all. Because I remember when we got it, we were like just kind of tripping out, wondering what it's like. And then, of course, now a number of shows on the air use it all the time. I know News Junkie uses it all the time, and Tom and Dan use it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, and my wife uses it all the time.
Oh, so does Russ, too, in the Monsters.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that.
I think he calls him Prescott.
Oh, yeah. Is that what it is? That's cool. Cool, man.
Yeah.
That's interesting stuff.
It's cutting edge stuff, and we'll keep track of it. But it'll be interesting too, because now a lot of users' content is also going to be made, not necessarily public, but it could become public if it's involved in this lawsuit.
Wow, man.
So it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out.
That's a new room of legal. That's for sure.
It is.
Deb, what do you have for You Heard It Here first?
Florida's governor is confident the feds will pay for alligator Alcatraz.
$450 million.
Robin Severance Lopez okayed to post bond. And crickets at Laurel Hill's Essence Fest performance. We'll tell you why next during You Heard It Here first.
All right, let's take a little break. Don't forget your 6 o'clock keyword is cash, CASH. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back with You Heard It Here first, and we'll get the hell out of here on Monday.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
A few showers and thunderstorms are dancing across Central Florida for our Monday evening. You may have to throw the windshield wipers on or pull the umbrella out briefly, but not all of us are seeing rain. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. If you're getting out and about through the evening, we'll see these slowly fade away. Overnight lows fall back into the middle 70s for the most part. Our Tuesday features another classic summertime setup in Florida. The sea breeze collision driving hit or miss showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon, as highs top out once again in the lower 90s, a little cooler with the help of the sea breeze. Temperatures near the coast in the upper 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Everdoor Garage Door. Power outage? You're still rolling with Everdoor. Get $75 off a battery backup opener today. Don't let the dark shut you out. Everdoor keeps you moving. Visit everdoor.com, the garage door that lasts evermore.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at FAS Exteriors. These guys are awesome installing windows and doors in a couple of my homes here in Central Florida over the years. Killing it every single time. Expert installation, wonderful choice on windows and styles. Their expert team of window and door installers made the entire project seamless, all the way from measurement to that final inspection. Been doing it since 2005. FAS has earned their spot as Orlando's top-rated window and door experts. So, with that in mind, upgrade your home today with a team that delivers excellence. Simply visit FASWD.com, and as always, trust the leader in windows and doors.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the people. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you ready for some locked-in summer value? At Sam's Club until July 22nd, prices are held on over 1,000 items, including must-haves like sunscreen and ice cream. Go sign up for a membership and join Sam's Club today at samsclub.com/join.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance company, and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Focus on getting better and let us take care of everything else. Our experienced team will get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
I'm Dr. Damon Tanton for Viome. Viome's full body intelligence test is the new science in anti-aging and life-extending insights. Viome analyzes your biological age to see if your body is aging too rapidly. You'll learn how making simple, precise changes in certain foods and supplements can, get this, slow your aging, keep you looking young, and help prevent future health issues. Next, Viome doctors design supplements specifically to your body's needs. Their job is to slow down and help reverse how fast your body is aging. And your Viome microbiome test reveals why you have stomach issues, don't sleep well, have low energy, even why you can't lose weight, and more. Viome reboots your body to live longer, live healthier, and look younger.
Viome is changing lives. Order your full body intelligence test online and save $50. Viome guarantees rapid, remarkable health improvements your doctor will notice. Visit Viome.com, promo code THRIVE. That's VIOME.com, promo code THRIVE.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do.
Or if you've been the victim of a medical mistake, we've got you.
We've got what it takes to prove a case that the insurance companies can't ignore.
With decades of experience and a track record of winning for our clients.
Farah and Farah, Orlando.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Hello, I'm Joe Cordell, founder of Cordell & Cordell.
Divorce is complicated, especially when your small business or professional practice is involved. At Cordell & Cordell, we understand that these assets raise unique valuation and allocation issues. For 35 years, we've helped doctors, lawyers, and small business owners navigate divorce with confidence. Call us at Cordell & Cordell. Let me tell you, I understand on a personal level, your business is much more than a job. It's your legacy.
Orlando, Florida. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois. CordellCordell.com.
You've got an app for your music, but what about your favorite morning show, sports team, or live local news and weather?
Things start to change.
Yep, there's an app for all that too. iHeartRadio. Download the #1 app for radio, the free iHeartRadio app.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our good friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead. So we will look ahead here on Real Radio tomorrow with the Monsters in the Morning. Jeff Howell will be joining the program and debuting a new song.
All right.
How about that? That's
Jeff
tomorrow
Howell.
morning on the Monsters in the Morning. Look ahead with the team at TK Law to plan your family's future, just like I did. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
Bet your ass.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, Jimmy, I think you're wrong. Ice does belong in milk, but it's also blended and it's a milkshake.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
So, same, but different.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Get my back there. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Got about 8 minutes or so to get over to realradio.fm and send away the word cash. That is your 6 o'clock keyword. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Big Ray Trenley with us.
Hey.
As he is every single Monday. TasteCFL.org for your tickets to the big event coming up this Saturday night at the Orlando World Center Marriott. Taste, TASTE, CFL.org. Grab your tickets before they are gone. Hope to see you there. Ray, we didn't get to this, but 45 seconds on the Diddy verdict.
Huge win for Diddy and his legal team. They swung for the fences, hit a home run. He's looking at, 4 to 5 years of prison time. He'll get credit for time served.
Massive prosecution mistake. But the problem is what else do you charge him with? You can't charge somebody with having freaky sex for people who on the record say they want to do it.
Domestic violence.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get that.
Yeah, but for the federal charges, they charged him with what they thought they could convince a jury to believe was the definition of trafficking. The RICO charges we always knew were a stretch.
Also, distribution was a big part of that as well.
Yeah.
They asked if I come into a room and give a bunch of my friends pills, am I distributing drugs, or am I just,
handing out drugs?
And they couldn't come to a conclusion that was a normal life thing. He only did it at those parties.
Yeah, so they're asking the jury to make a stretch. The jury didn't make the stretch. And to be fair, we don't want juries to do that. We want the juries to follow the law. So,
and this is really from the onset. A lot of really seasoned attorneys, including yourself, saw a lot of holes in the case for that particular charge, and you were right.
Yep.
Very good. Because you're good.
I always like to see the creativity there. So good for them for trying something new. But they'll got gun charges on them. They've got many more things they'll charge them with in the future.
For sure. All right, let's do You Heard It Here first.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on the Jim Colbert Show.
All right, just real quickly want to give you an update. The death toll from the July 4th weekend flooding in central Texas is now at least 104, and 10 girls from Camp Mystic in Kerr County are still missing. Governor Ron DeSantis is confident Florida will get reimbursed for the estimated, like you said, Jimmy, $450 million spent annually to run the Everglades internment camp for migrants dubbed Alligator Alcatraz. Speaking in Jacksonville, DeSantis says it pays for itself.
When you spend money for this, you save money because you take stress off hospitals, schools, criminal justice, all that. So I don't even want to, enforcing the law ultimately will save money rather than just let lawlessness take over.
Man, $450 million though?
Meanwhile, other states across the U.S. are building their own versions of alligator Alcatraz. Several red states are considering similar facilities, including Georgia, South Carolina, Arkansas, Idaho, and Texas. In local news, Robin Severance Lopez, the estranged wife of suspended Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez, has been cleared to post bond and be released from jail. It could be happening literally any moment now.
It's $100K, right?
Her attorney is currently speaking. That follows her arrest on June 23rd related to an alleged illegal gambling operation that reportedly generated millions of dollars over the years. Now, her original bond was set at $400,000, but at a bond hearing last week, the judge had concerns with about $20,000 of that money, finding out whether or not it's clean and not tied.
Okay.
So she could be released as early as today or Tuesday, depending on when the judge's order makes it to the jail. And then finally, Lauryn Hill closed out night one of the 2025 Essence Festival of Culture, singing to a nearly empty Superdome.
Wow. Did she show up like several hours late?
It didn't help that the New Orleans event was already running behind. Guys, by the time Hill finished up, what time was it?
4:10 in the morning.
4 a.m. Saturday.
Wow.
Pretty good, dude.
That's very good. Nailed it. Hill didn't seem to mind too much, though. Apparently, the small crowd made it easier for her to talk with fans that fans that did stick around, even taking a few unrehearsed requests.
It's like part of her thing now. I mean, she showed up on time. Nobody would even be there.
No, exactly. But that's who wants to be at a concert till 4 in the morning?
What a swerve that would be if she showed up at 8 and then nobody got there until noon, until midnight because they didn't think she was going on until 2.
Well, you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Thank you, Deb. Who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank the friendliest attorney, Ray Trendley, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com. Also want to thank our new gamer, Jaden.
Yeah, man, that was fun today.
It was. That was text messages are cool coming in.
Yeah.
And then last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Jack, question of the day.
Do you own a gun? I know you do. You don't have to answer that.
I would say, I'll go 43% say yes.
You, sir, between all the guessing you had to do today, have been in fuego.
Oh, yeah?
42% said yes.
Wow, that's not bad.
I'm fired.
Yeah, very nice. All right. Ray, as always, thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
OneFirmForLife.com. Office is right there at Altamont Springs.
I'm back.
Everything from personal injury to estate planning to divorce. He's got it all. Again, that's TK Law, OneFirmForLife.com. Good seeing you, brother. And glad you're safe.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, my God. All right, coming up tomorrow, we'll do, What'd You Do That's New. We'll do It's Only Money with Scott Brown. Plus, we'll have Ross in studio tomorrow. Plus, your call, sex, and talkbacks. Plus, $4,000 more dollars to give you a shot at for sure. On behalf of Deb and Jack and Ray, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning after us. It's Tom and Dan with the Colbert Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Monday evening.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey, my little darling baby.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1. The right lane's blocked on the Beach Line westbound at Orange Blossom Trail exit.